or help with medical needs. Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware has all the best brands in grilling and outdoor cooking, from Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, and Uni. Come check out the new Traeger Flat Rock Griddle, now in stock at most Tools Ace Hardware locations. This griddle is fueled with propane and will open up a whole new world of griddling, frying, steaming, and sauteing while delivering the innovation and premium quality that Traeger is known for. Plus, previous model Traeger Timberline pellet grills are now $700 off while supplies last. Just visit one of their 12 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com and get free assembly and local delivery on grills $3.99 and up. Tools Ace, the backyard place.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Calling all weekend warriors. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats, get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20. Choose from your Tex-Mex favorites like Dos Tacos, burritos, and more. Enjoy 2 for 20 weekends for a limited time. Only at Tijuana Flats.
This Friday through Sunday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all shorts for the whole family. That's 50% off all shorts. But hurry, it's this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 4/28/30, excludes in-store clearance, active licensed pajama and loungewear.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, April 28th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from Jerry Springer's Tombstone message to people who are doing the lawn mullet and ratings tumble for late night shows. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Celia.
How we doing?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you need to do is send us a dispatch. Record yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. You can also watch us live on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And you know what? This never happens.
What?
We got a last-minute message, friends. I thought the inbox was useless. I thought we should just get rid of it entirely.
We told you.
But we have it. And we took a look this morning, and there it was, a message from Tucker Carlson. Let's see what he says.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
We did it, everybody. We made our way from a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. Let's have some fun and celebrate our achievement of making it through another week.
Yahoo!
How's everybody doing on a Friday?
I feel very weird.
Yeah, we got to tune everything in a little bit. Sabrina is at her new desk, her new setup over there.
Super, ultra, mega desk.
There's a lot of screens on Super, Ultra, Mega Desk.
It is. Look at it. I got 5 right now. I feel like I'm back at home.
This is like NASA's headquarters over there. But we're going to see how everything goes with the new desk setup today.
How does it sound?
It sounds good.
Does it sound like I'm a robot?
No, you don't sound like a robot. No, just it needs to be tuned in a little tiny bit as the show goes on, but we'll get there.
Yeah, he'll tune it in slowly but surely over the course of the next 6 to 8 months.
Sealand's been making fun of me for this because I spent a lot of time check 1 2 check 1 2
check 1 2
and then
check 1 2.
I would just read whatever I saw when I looked up. So I said that mortgage guy Don a lot. That mortgage guy Don. That mortgage guy Don.
Okay,
mortgageguydon.com.
I didn't know if you were. I didn't know that you were reading that. I thought you were channeling Sabrina sitting there.
No, I looked up. I looked up and saw it in front of me.
In that case, fart joke.
Yeah, I was testing a lot, but
I masturbated.
Oh, please.
All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the former president, Donald Trump. He's given a speech in Manchester, New Hampshire, and things got, well, weird. Listen to this.
No, did you ever hear of anything like that?
Yeah.
You saw the other day the weightlifter and this young woman, 19-year record.
19?
Well, I don't know what it is, 200 and some odd pounds. It's a lot. It's a lot for a man or for a woman to lift. But
he's talking about this female weightlifter who broke a record. I don't know why he's talking about that.
Because it's obviously one of the main points of his campaign in 2024.
It's a key piece of information he needs to get across to us, so he's telling us about this.
it's a lot. And this record stood woman's record for years, 19 years or something. And she got over the barbell. They put like a little tiny ounce on one side, ounce on the other. This thing was, if you beat it by an ounce, you have the world record.
What are you talking about?
And she got up there and... should I do it?
Should I do it? Brace yourself.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, my God.
She couldn't do it.
What? Was that an invisible barbell?
That was him pretending to lift the weight.
Just wanted to double check.
She couldn't do it. So right at the end for the former president. A very strange moment there. And we're going to hear from you as the show rolls on this lovely Friday. I wanted to share something else bizarre with you because it's a bizarre kind of day. And over at the PGA Tour, things got a little bit weird when they were out there doing their thing at the Mexico Open. Must have been beautiful. In fact, I could see it was beautiful out there. One tiny problem. There are some bees that are in the area, and the bees were a little much for some of the golfers. This happened during the live broadcast.
Yes, this was the 6th hardest hole. Uh-oh, what's happening here?
You hear him saying it? He's like, bees, 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 bees. They're getting down on the ground.
Damn, I wish I hadn't laughed over that. Wish I hadn't laughed over that.
Anybody who's on this green is on the ground because there's a massive swarm of bees over the top of them right now.
Forgive me, it's been a while, though. Is that what you're supposed to do?
I don't know if you're supposed to hit the deck. That's what
it's not a tornado.
In cartoons, they do that. But
when there's a swarm of bees?
Yeah.
It's weird because... you can't see the bees.
But do bees not fly low? Is this?
But like, all right, imagine,
still have eyes.
Imagine if you, I'm just talking about on the TV, like on the camera angle, you can't see any bees.
No, you just see people on the ground.
If you had been at the bar and the sound was not on, and you're just sitting there, you're having a couple drinks, and you look up at the golf tournament.
Yeah,
almost said game.
The golf game in action.
Game.
Yeah.
You look up at the golfing that's going on, and you go, everybody just hit the deck? Is there an active shooter?
That's what it does look like. You're not
Yeah.
lying. It looks like somebody, just for the record, they were able to make it there. They pulled through and survived and made it through the rest of the round, and they all ended up millionaires at the end.
Congratulations.
That's how it goes. All right, before we kick off things full force here, it's been weird. You know, in where we are, where we're broadcasting, there has been like really, really severe storm warnings for days now.
Yeah.
And yet
nothing.
There's been nothing. Like there was a little bit of hard rain last night.
This is the meteorologist who cried wolf.
Yeah, Courtney's like trying to delete her weather app and get another app and stuff. She's like, this isn't reliable.
I just feel like we have a bit of a bubble around us because it has been, like you guys just said, many a times that we've received these severe weather, like hunker down. It's going to get crazy. Even seeing footage from other people. I mean, you saw the hailstorm earlier this week, which was insane.
That was so bad.
But we get a little bit, like I have a little bit about me, a bucket outside of my front door.
For what?
I throw Carl's poop in there.
Okay. You have a poop bucket outside?
I do. Like, I'm walking in the front door, I throw it in there, and then after, when I get a chance, I throw it into the big trash can.
Oh, my God.
What?
There's just piles of poop that add up.
Oh, my God. It's like 4 bags until at the end of the week.
All right.
But that being said, it had like all of 2 inches of rain in it, which made me think like that's not really the equivalent of all the warnings that I got.
No, we got warnings that were like emergency storm warnings.
So now the bucket's full of rain and poop?
No. I emptied the bucket and I put the poop right in the trash can. You know what? This is why I don't share things about myself.
Poop soup bucket that's on
Thank
Sabrina's
you.
front porch.
All right, forget it.
Meanwhile, in Fort Pierce yesterday, it was so bad people thought they were going through a hurricane. There were winds up to 80, 85 miles per hour that were hitting. There was trees that were falling down in Fort Pierce and branches, debris, knocked over trash cans.
So wait, it wasn't a hurricane, obviously, because we would have been tracking it if it were.
Sure.
And it wasn't a tornado?
No, it was just a severe thunderstorm. Yeah,
you get 85-mile-an-hour winds in a severe thunderstorm?
I don't know that I've ever been through that, but that's what happened to them yesterday. And they said it was wild. We had floods, and it was a really big mess. Everything got knocked down in their yards. Kayaks and furniture were flying around.
Did you see the planes this morning?
Yeah, the planes at the airport that got smashed.
Oh, over in Merritt Island?
Yeah, because I think the winds.
There were a bunch that were like upside down.
It was a lot of money worth of damage.
When you think of planes being damaged, when you think of airplanes in general, the first thing you think of is ones that you would go to the airport and fly to another state on, right?
Yeah, right.
So you think of big planes. You don't always think of the smaller airports that have these like airborne motorcycles, basically.
Right, it's for like one person.
That just like the ones with sunroofs. They just like slide back.
Right.
You don't think of those, and those are the ones that always just
big old dang old.
Just get like tossed around like paper.
And that's what happened to these two. They still must have been expensive. Okay, join us on the show today. Guess what? We're going to be crowning our winner for Dispatch of the Week. And if you want to get in on that, I'll send you some stuff, a bunch of magnets and whatnot. All you have to do is record a dispatch, bring your phone or your laptop over to thenewsjunkie.com, or do it in the app and record what's on your mind. We already have a bunch of people that are chiming in. And when we come back, it's something that people absolutely love, but it's been kind of hard to get for some. That's all changing now. What is it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Smart speakers can't stop you from saying stupid stuff when you're coming out of anesthesia. When I grow up, I want to be a puppy. But they can play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. All you got to do is ask.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
The right shoulder is blocked due to an accident on State Road 429 heading northbound before mile marker 28. Traffic is backed up before mile marker 26 West Road. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike heading northbound near US 192. Traffic is backed up to Osceola Parkway. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 westbound after CR 46A and past Lake Mary Boulevard. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto Insurance.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you could stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? like putting food on the table or paying the rent, keeping your home warm and the lights on, buying new shoes for growing feet, or help with medical needs. Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I can't wait for what's next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, apixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Spring into savings with our inventory at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get behind the wheel of your new Nissan, like the Altima, Rogue, or Titan. Buy today and make no payments for 6 months. Plus, trade in your old car for $5,000 over book value. Click OrlandoNissan.com. With approved credit, interest accrues from time of delivery.
Power through every season with True Fuel, the ready-to-use engineered fuel for outdoor power equipment that lasts for years and provides true convenience, true performance, and true protection. True Fuel is ethanol-free and precision engineered to improve performance and extend the life of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and small generators. With True Fuel in the tank, you're always ready for yard work and everything Mother Nature decides to throw at you. True Fuel. Empower your equipment.
Take life by the chip and dip it with 2 for $20 weekends at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 full-sized entrees, a large dip and chips, and 2 drinks for just $20. Friday through Sunday. Smack my and call me Sally for a limited time only at Tijuana Flats.
Committing to saving for 4 years of college can be stressful for families. Not to worry. Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. The reality is, most parents don't cover all of their child's college costs. A Florida Prepaid 1-year university plan lets you start small and add a year at a time as your budget allows. The plan starts at $45 a month and it's 100% risk-free, so you can never lose your investment. Plus, any amount you save today means less debt for them tomorrow. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
With us, we do appreciate it. We'll get to your dispatches in just a have you guys ever been attacked by a bird? You ever had a bird attack situation?
Close.
Have you ever had that?
I definitely have. It was when I was in high school, found a bunch of baby blue jays, and so I attempted to save them. They had been knocked off to the ground.
Yeah.
And then I went and put them back in the nest, and then mom and dad had a tag team moment where they swooped at my head.
That's what'll do it, man. If you get anywhere near the babies, the birds start to dive bomb and come get you. And we've had stories over the years about people who have had turkeys in their neighborhoods, and the turkeys will attack you, and the people will be afraid to go to their cars and to leave the house because the big-ass turkeys are outside. And there's a bunch of stories like this. Every day I see this stuff. In this case, there's a place in Central Florida, a neighborhood where all the residents are freaking out because there's a family of hawks in the neighborhood.
Say what?
The family of hawks is attacking everybody who goes by the nest that they have. And people are wearing, they're using umbrellas and they're wearing hats and stuff to go outside to try to protect themselves. And the birds are just dive bombing them. They're going after them. And they're trying to figure out what you do if this happens. Florida Fish and Wildlife says hawks, like all raptors, are protected in Florida and may become more aggressive during nesting season, which runs through winter and spring, and sometimes that involves diving at people. One woman said, "The hawk swooped down and tried to grab me by my head, but I screamed and scared it off." What the hell are you supposed to do if a bird like this, if a hawk or something starts trying to attack you out of nowhere?
Swing.
You just start punching at it?
Yeah.
You start swinging your fist?
I don't care if they're protected. If they're attacking you, you're allowed to kill it.
Are you?
I think so.
Would you get in trouble because of the protected status?
Yeah, I mean, if it's attacking you, you have...
you're standing your ground?
Yeah.
Dog world or something, right?
No, but I mean, I'm pretty sure a friend of mine... was able to, get rid of a gator because it was a nuisance kill.
You just kill it? You just shoot the damn thing?
I mean, I don't think you could shoot the hawk, but if it's actively attacking you,
you got to hit it back.
Yeah,
you can swat it.
Start.
God, those talons will f you up.
Oh yeah, those birds are serious, man. These kind of animals, they could get you, and they're not scared of something that's larger than them. You would think that they'd be like, "Oh, let's stay away from the human." But they'll go for it. That's why they tell you when you're walking your dogs, if you got a little dog, Carl is hawk bait, buddy.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but
I'm going to start walking the guest dog now.
Oh, stop it.
See, it's where's this neighborhood?
Come on, Blue. We're going for a walk.
Okay, I will say, have you seen those ridiculous dog, safety vests?
Yes, with the spikes on them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Carl in one of those.
Yeah, Carl with a little spike thing all over his back protecting him. I've seen those out there, but look, it's weird to have problems like this. And in this neighborhood, they're just trying to do the best they can. Eric on YouTube says, I had a bluebird that kept attacking the mirrors on my truck. Then it would fly around the other side of the house and attack one window, just bothering
Just one.
They're just going after these specific things, which is kind of neat. Brisby on YouTube says, hawks are always after my squirrels. We keep ravens close as air defense.
Oh.
He's arming himself with birds to battle the birds that are attacking.
Air Force.
That's nice.
Raven and crows are badass.
Yeah.
Now, I found out this morning on the way to your house that I didn't realize that crows/ravens are cannibals.
Are they?
Well, carnivorous.
They'll straight up eat another bird?
Well, they were going to town on a dead squirrel. And I thought y'all were just, sunflower seeds. Corn.
No. Some of these things are serious and dangerous, too. All right, before we get to your dispatches here, we want some grade A material here on this lovely Friday. It's coming to a store near you. I don't know why anybody wants it. I don't know why anybody would purchase this. It is, in my estimation, the most vile fast food item that one can buy. But it is headed to a grocery store, and for some reason, there's a fan base for this. What do you think it is?
Oh, yeah, I read this, and I thought, I wonder if it could be as authentic, because I think part of the charm of this item is it's made out of leftovers.
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that, I don't
Right.
think.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. You've been to Wendy's, obviously.
Sure have.
Have you ever had chili at Wendy's?
Yes.
Okay, the chili at Wendy's, again, in my view, just a vile concoction.
I don't think it's that bad.
No, you know what they do? They take the old, C-Lane's right. They take the old burgers, they hack them up. I've seen this on TikTok. There's some where they were like, there's even bits of cheese in here and stuff from some of the burgers that they have. And they hack them up, then they run water over them, and then they like mush them down, and then they make it into the Wendy's chili. And that's, for some reason, people are turned on by that.
Basically, the idea is Wendy's burgers are always supposed to be like fresh grilled and whatever. So if they make a bunch of burgers, they don't sell them. They need something to do with the meat after it reaches after Dave Thomas decided it's no longer a fresh burger anymore. You know, whereas McDonald's used to have that I don't think they really do it anymore. But remember they used to have the little rows that you slid the burgers down.
Yeah. Like they'd be waiting in line to be eaten.
Yeah.
Right.
But no. So they took the burger patties and made them into the Wendy's chili. I don't have a problem with that. I don't remember the last time I've eaten Wendy's chili, but when I heard they were putting it in grocery stores, I go, but it's not going to have that same
old
feeling.
Yeah, the gross thing that makes it something that people like. It's weird, man. Watching the video of them making this stuff, I go, I don't want to watch that anymore. It's making me never want to try this again. But of all the food items that they could go, let's bring this into stores. They can this stuff up. It's going to straight up be in the grocery store. You're going to see it with everything else out there.
It must have a particular taste to it.
It does. It is like, Wendy's chili when you're eating Wendy's chili. I just don't think that is a good thing. I don't think that's an attribute for this stuff.
Didn't we judge a chili cook-off in which someone bought a bunch of Wendy's chilies and got caught?
Oh, did they? We did one where somebody put like an explosive amount of hot sauce.
It was rude.
It was like unedible or
we know
inedible.
exactly what that is. They're banned from everything.
Yeah, they're like, it was painful to eat this stuff, which was the intention there. But this, I guess, some of you people in chat, some of you are fans of this stuff. Flats Fisherman says, people love Wendy's chili. I do not. Jeffrey says on YouTube, worked there for years, can confirm, but he says it is so damn good. Sergeant Dave on Discord, Sean's right. I used to work there as a teenager. That's exactly what we did to make the chili. But a lot of people seem to be in, maybe you're going to buy this stuff from the store. But as C-Lane said, just can't be the same. It's just a little bit different. I had somebody email right before the show. All right. And they said, hold on, let me get this
Have
up.
a great Friday, mother.
No, it's not that one. It's a different one. Somebody emails in and they had something for C-Lane that they've created. Now, I haven't listened to this. I don't know if it's good or if it's horrific. It's Mike, and he says, a new song for the expectant dad.
Good.
Congratulations to him for C-Lane.
This could go real good or super bad.
It just says Daddy Lane.
All
That's
right.
all I have over here. Let's see how it goes.
Daddy C-Lane.
Oh, God.
Big Daddy C-Lane. People saw she was gaining weight. Must have been from the food that she ate. People thought she was lottie-dottie. Little did they know she had a baby in her body. Big Daddy C-Lane.
This is the weirdest song I've ever heard in my life.
I kind of love it.
Little did they know she had a baby in her body. I mean, it's true, but it's
different.
It's just
Different
a
way of putting
weird
it. Is there
more?
There's 27 seconds more.
Daddy C-Lane. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, spank me, Daddy. Ooh, spank me, Daddy.
Bro, what?
have I missed the past 2 days?
Nothing that should lead to that. Nothing that should bring us to this place.
Was something.
Tony on Discord says that started off promising, and then just
Goo gaga.
the daddy spank me part was unexpected.
Well, thank you.
Thoughts, Elaine?
That was a song.
All right. Okay, that was indeed.
So it was very interesting.
Let's go over to you. Let's see what you got
A lot
going
of work
on.
went into that.
You're not saying anything about the quality. It's not
the music bed was a little high for me,
It
but I
was.
think we heard everything we needed to hear.
Yeah, we got enough out of it. Here's Black Hair Bill with a dispatch for us. It says Wendy's chili manager truth. Oh, okay, tell us. Let's see what we got. Oh, hang on here. Let me bring this back.
Hit it.
Here we go. Got it. Oh, it wasn't me. It was
My
him.
cousin
There.
was a manager at Wendy's almost 30 years ago.
Right.
And that was the same process. I was told never to eat it.
You know, when the people who work at these places tell you, no, don't eat it, that's the biggest alarm bell you can possibly hear. When my friend Jared worked at Applebee's, he's a manager there. I would come
Subway?
No, different Jared, thankfully. Thankfully, didn't know that guy. But when he worked at this Applebee's...
I thought you did know Jared Fogel.
No.
You
Sabrina's the one who got a picture with him, not me.
Yeah.
I didn't ever meet
Held
that
his
guy.
pants.
God, in his career...
That's a weird way to say that.
Yep, I know. Realized that as it was leaving my mouth.
Took a turn. So Jared worked at
Weird
this...
way to say that.
This
Okay.
Applebee's. And when I would come in, I'd go, can I get the turkey burger? And he walks over to me and he sits right across the bar from me and he goes, don't ever order the turkey burger again. He goes, nobody orders the turkey burger. And he said, the one that's back there right now has probably been back there for 2 years. Don't
Ew,
order.
get out of
this
here.
thing-
No way.
He says, disgusting. Don't order this. And if you do, I'm bringing something else out. And I was like, okay, fine. I also used to picture it back there.
Why were you trying to order a turkey burger in the first place?
Because I didn't know
He's a healthy
anything.
guy.
No, I didn't know anything about health. So I was like, this is the best thing for me on the menu. And then, later I learned the turkey burger at Applebee's is not exactly the height of nutritional value.
Especially
Doesn't
that
work.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
They're
I
hanging around for a year or two.
I always pictured, I went back in the kitchen there once, I think. And when you go back, I pictured there'd be like all these guys in like chef's hats and stuff. And like, there'd be like a whole crew back there. And there's like, there's a whole line of microwaves and just bags. There's the bags and bags of stuff. And I said, this is different than I expected. Here is Slabba Dabba talking about ravens and crows.
Nice guy.
Hey, what's up, junkies? Happy today.
You
I
too.
just wanted to chime in on the Ravens Crows thing. I actually watched this documentary on them, and crows and ravens are
Okay.
actually extremely intelligent. They can remember faces. So, like, if you're like mean to a crow, like you hit at it or something like that, or shoot at it, whatever, and it survives,
It'll remember
then
you?
It will like pass that information on to its society of crows, and that will go on for many generations of crows. It's actually pretty crazy. I'll see if I can find the documentary, post it in the Discord, but it's really interesting to know how smart this small little brain inside of this bird.
Yeah,
can
they
be.
are smart,
So
man.
that's all I got. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
People sleep on crows, but they are a lot smarter than people think. I just didn't know that they could get revenge on me. A lot of anti-bird people are chiming in today. Here's Danger.
Yo, junkies.
Hey.
Yeah, man, some birds can be dicks. I'm out here on the job site, and I can see where my truck's parked, and I can't tell if it's a crow or it's just a large black bird, but there's a lot of them, and two of these assholes just, like, post up right there on my windowsill, and they just fight their reflection in the mirror and just pecking at my mirror and, like, leaving marks on it, and then crapping all over the side of my truck. So, yeah. Birds are dicks.
Somebody on
Okay,
chat.
how do you know what bird's crap it is, sir?
Yeah, you're gonna have to trace that back. If you can't just throw out allegations slandering the name of these birds. Somebody on chat said that ravens are the smartest birds. One of the most insane things to me was at the Tower of London. If you go and do the tour that they have there, which is stupid, you go through the tour, and Courtney and I are like, ooh, the Execution Museum, and you go through.
Of course you would.
And it's like, in the history of Britain, over 30 people have been executed. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's a weekend in the United States. We're execute crazy over here. Get with it. They haven't done that much. So it's like the lamest museum ever. But when you exit it, you go over to this place, and I don't know if it's, it might be like the royal family ravens or something. I think it's like related to the royal family. And they have these ravens sitting out there. And I kid you not, these ravens off the ground are as tall as Megadeth.
Oh, they're massive.
They're huge. They're
Wait, which one?
The ones at the Tower of London are, I've never seen anything like it in my life. They're as tall as Megadesk in the studio. Like bigger than a penguin, these things. They're huge, huge birds.
Not as big as Super Ultra Megadeth.
No, not as high as that. No, it's got more lift. Although Sealand can achieve a higher overall status if he wants.
Screw you, Raven. Screw you very slowly.
He has the very slow ability to raise his desk to a height now even higher than Ultra Mega Desk. So now, once again, he's established dominance here in the studio. All right, one more. Here is Justin with the dispatch.
What up, y'all? Happy today.
You too.
C-Lane, congratulations on becoming a father.
Thank you.
Unlike Ryan, who's just breaking condoms.
What?
Sabrina,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you with these birds and creeping me out, man. I was driving to work one day, pulling into the parking lot, and I saw a dead squirrel and a bird standing next to it. And I'm like, oh, the bird's like, have a little moment of silence. And then he started
yeah,
eating
of course.
it. Totally creeped me out. And, dude, Sean, Wendy's chili, I've been telling my wife and everybody for like the past 15 years, don't eat it. It's disgusting.
It's a little gross to me.
In high school, creeped me out, man.
But I am outnumbered here because the supporters of this food are showing up. And
It shall do well. I mean, the canned version of it, I think, will fare at least in the next couple weeks. Because Wendy's has great marketing.
Yeah, they do.
Just had like the Wendy's Roast Day, and anyone on TikTok who had added Wendy's was getting roasted by the virtual version of the Wendy's character, who was not like holding back at all.
Well, Wendy, like the pigtails girl,
Yeah.
Hot redhead.
Yeah, man.
Excuse me?
That you're into Wendy?
No, it's
How old is Wendy?
I was going for The Office.
Yeah. When Michael Scott calls. Okay, we don't need to do that. But anyhow, keep sending those dispatches, and we want to hear from you today on the show. And you're very, very loved. When we come back, I want to tell you something, okay? I want to tell you about something that people are doing. It's supposedly good for the environment. And to me, it kind of, if I'm honest, it just seems a little lazy. But the yard mullet is becoming a thing. And the yard mullet is something that I'll explain when we come back. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hi, everybody. Good Friday to you. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you Central Florida weather for you on this Friday. Mostly cloudy, showers and storms, some strong yet again today. Coverage increasing mainly after 10 a.m. to 60 to 70%. Heavy rain, lightning, and some hail possible again in some of the stronger storms. 71 tonight, mostly cloudy, rain before about 11 p.m., chance down to 20%. Saturday, 88, rain chance 70%. And on Sunday, rain chance 70%, highs of 88. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $3 Breakfast Deal. Wendy's $3 Breakfast Deal is your choice of bacon or sausage, egg and Swiss croissant, plus a small seasoned potatoes for just $3. Break your morning routine and get your $3 Breakfast Deal today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Homeowners, one of the most important things to do once you've got a house and you're taking care of it is to have your team of people who are going to help you out in case things go wrong. And you need somebody for all your appliances. You need somebody for your air conditioner. That somebody for your AC is Mills Air. This is the best of the best. In terms of customer service, nobody's better. Trust me, I call there sometimes to schedule preventative maintenance appointments. The people at the front desk are so good. They answer right away. They're very kind to you on the phone. They know exactly what's going on. That is a really, really good service. They've been in business at Mills Air since 1992. That's 30 years years of experience in keeping Central Florida cool. No matter what kind of AC you have, they're there to help you out. They could service any brand out there. And their techs are great people. They're the kind of people who you don't mind having in your house. And they're going to be very, very well informed as to what's going on with your air conditioner. They're also a Carrier factory authorized dealer. And that means they get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today to schedule your appointment. It's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Welcome to Pollo Tropical. Would you like to try our new coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp, shrimp and the coconut. Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp.
Coco y camarón.
Pollo is serving up perfectly golden, sweet, and savory coconut shrimp in a bowl, platter, or on the side with our pineapple rum sauce. We're going coconuts for the all-new coconut shrimp, only at Pollo Tropical.
Coconut shrimp, coco y camarón.
I can't wait for what's next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, the Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Ocean Bank is coming to Orlando. So we decided to bring you a break from the commercial break. Take this time to dream about how you would grow your business with Ocean Bank. Visit us at oceanbank.com. Ocean Bank, member FDIC.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 407-337-4020 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 407-337-4020 or go to repipe.com. That's 407-337-4020. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way! Are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hurry, it's your last chance to shop SpringFest savings at Lowe's. Get additional $300 off select major kitchen appliances when you spend $1,996 or more. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 5/3 while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
43 years ago, a wish made by 7-year-old Chris Gracious to become a police officer ignited the global movement known as Make-A-Wish. Today, over 500,000 wishes have been granted, providing children with the strength to fight their critical illnesses and transforming entire communities with hope. But every 20 minutes, another child will learn they have a critical illness. Join iHeartRadio and Make-A-Wish on April 29th, World Wish Day, and help give Wish kids the hope and strength to fight their illnesses. Visit wish.org to find out how.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at the Apopka Amphitheater.
How else are you going to know what we're up to off the air? Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is so dumb. But people like to do dumb stuff. So maybe you're trying this out. Who knows? There's all these things that people will do. It's good for the environment. It's good for the planet. I'm trying to help out the planet. And some of those things are smart. Some of those things are, not so smart. And some of those things we just do because it was a thing when we were little. Like Courtney to this day, still, if she has a 6-pack thing, like a 6-pack plastic thing that keeps all the cans together.
Right.
She cuts that up because she thinks that there's an animal that's going to get stuck in it.
I do the same.
still do that.
You guys all do it?
Okay, so obviously
What a
there's
bunch of
only
losers we must be.
I'm the only
one turtle killer.
I didn't know. I didn't. I've never done this. I've never done
Yeah,
this.
that says a lot.
I used to-
don't say you didn't know because you did know.
Well, I used to have a friend who would do the thing where they would crush all of the soda cans.
So
that they
Jared
had.
from Subway?
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else, and they had like a little machine on the wall, and you'd put it in there, and you'd crunch it down, and he'd be like, "I'm saving the planet." And I'd be like, "That ain't saving the planet.
I don't think
that's
that
that's not even for saving the planet.
That wasn't about saving the planet.
That was for saving space in your recycle bin."
Yes, which I also had that machine that was drilled to the wall of our laundry room at my an apartment I shared with my mom. And
yeah, there's all these things that we do like that. Are there other things that you guys do where you're like, this is something to help out with the planet here?
God,
I'm trying to do something good.
I mean, I recycle. I definitely try to take all the cardboard, or I'll look underneath the box and see if it has the symbol.
Mhm.
And then, based on like our area, you get in trouble if you don't crush the boxes, or
Yeah.
if you put your recycling in a plastic bag.
Yeah, they'll get pissed about this.
And they'll write you a note, so I'm, aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten any notes written to us about our recycling, because at times of great despair, meaning there's too much crap at our house and we're trying to get rid of it.
Right.
Ashley just assumes everything is recyclable.
Just put it all in there.
And to where when I actually take the recycling out, I have to start sorting through it because she's put styrofoam in there.
Is that not recyclable?
It is not recyclable.
No,
as it turns out.
No, it's a thing that all of us do, and there's nothing wrong with all this stuff. There are some things that we do that are like low calorie, like it's not really doing a lot of good for anything. We just do it to make ourselves feel like we're doing something good. But in some cities now in the United States, they're trying to adopt a new plan that would impact people in just a handful of days here, and it's called the No Mow May. And No
poor
Mow May,
Moses.
not about Moses DeWitt, our friend. Thank God he'll still be able to come on the show. But in No Mow May, you don't mow your lawn for the entirety of the month of May.
Why?
And this is going to save the planet. This is what they say is going to help people out. It's going to save the planet. But because they know that they don't want their neighborhoods with overgrown lawns, like you don't want to drive down a street and there's just bushes coming out of people's front lawns, they do what's called the lawn mullet. And I'm serious. This is an actual thing.
Oh, no mow.
The lawn mullet is where you only mow your front yard. So it's business in the front, party in the rear, lawn style. And you for the month of May, you don't mow anything in your backyard. You only mow what's in the front yard.
That's stupid.
And somehow you're saving the planet, friends. You're doing it. They said for May, property owners will not be cited as long as these areas are kept mowed. So they talk about like the front yard or whatever. And in the backyard, if you mow your backyard in the month of May, you'll be fined. You will be fined for mowing your backyard.
And how do they even know if you've mowed it or not?
Well, if
are they going onto your property?
Oof, we know now from stories in the last couple of weeks, it ain't good idea to go into somebody's backyard. You don't want to do that. People are just shooting people in driveways and stuff. But yeah, they're going to, I guess, try to figure out who is in violation. It says, if the city finds a property in violation in May, the property owner will receive a courtesy notice with instructions of how to comply. After this, they plan on attaching fines to it. And this is in Kalamazoo, Michigan, but they're doing this in other places where they want to fine you for mowing your yard in the month of May. And it's like everybody's getting together. You're doing this thing. It's not necessarily bad, but it's like, it's not necessarily doing that much good, and it's like really making things inconvenient for people, and eventually you want to just fine people who are not in compliance and they don't have the lawn mullet going on. But this is what they're starting to do in these places. A violation notice gives the property owner 10 days to mow the grass and or eradicate the weeds. This is in the front yard. If not mowed after 10 days, the city will authorize a contractor to abate the violation by mowing the property, and then they send you a big-ass bill. In the backyard, you can't do a damn thing.
Screams HOA, man.
Yep, it does. It's like, hey, we've come up with a new rule. The rule doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we get to make the rules, so get to following it out there. Join us on the show today. You got thoughts in that mind of yours? Send them over to us. How about that? Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record your first dispatch today. Let's see what we got here. Guitar Slinger is chiming in. And it says, at least Sabrina liked the dad song. All right, let's see what he says. That was his song. Oh, it was? That was him? Oh.
Whenever I send in one of my goofy concoctions, I'm always at risk of being ridiculed, but that's why I write them. Mm-hmm. But at least Sabby liked my daddy tribute song.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sabrina.
No, the texting service loved it, too. They were big fans. In fact, an encore presentation of Daddy C-Lane.
Hit it, DJ.
Daddy C-Lane, of course, because C-Lane announced this week that him and his wife are going to be having a baby, and this beautiful jam got dropped on our laps here.
Daddy C-Lane.
Goo gaga. Goo gaga.
Be prepared for the weird ending.
Daddy C-Lane.
Here's the rap part.
People saw she was gaining weight. Must have been from the food that she ate. People thought she was body-dotty. Little did they know she had a baby in her body.
So weird the second time around. All right, here's the creepy part.
Daddy C-Lane. Yeah.
Ooh, spank me, Daddy. Ooh, spank me, Daddy.
Weird. There you go.
Some solid drum work.
Yeah, it was actually. There was some weird lyrics in there.
10 years from now, you sit down your child and it's like, this song was made about you when you were in mommy's belly.
That's true. Yeah, not a lot of kids get that, but you got Daddy C-Lane here. There's something that has been going viral on most social platforms.
Facebook,
and
Instagram,
I gotta
Twitter,
tell you, I'm not into this, but I've seen it almost everywhere. And I didn't know what to call it until I saw what they were referring to it as. And it's called sludge content. I'm not sure if you guys have heard that term thrown around yet.
No.
Sludge content, I guarantee you've seen, Sabrina, because if you're scrolling through TikTok, I've seen this a bunch, you'll all of a sudden find a TikTok and it'll be like a scene from The Simpsons. It'll be somebody like making a recipe, and then it'll be like some viral videos all at the same time. It's like 3 videos smashed into one for the most ADHD person on planet Earth. and it's mindless, and it's everywhere
But
now.
it's split screen, you're saying?
Yeah, it's like they take the screen and like the top right corner is like a Family Guy episode.
Oh, yes. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking
and they
about.
move like put it all around the frame so that you can't possibly be bored.
No, and I will find myself looking at the mundane. It's more of like, it's one of those stimulating things, like not pimple popping, but
Mhm.
along the same lines where you're watching someone like carve soap.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
I am watching that while listening to the viral clip.
Yep. It'll
and
be
still satisfied.
It'll be like somebody getting kicked in the nuts, somebody doing something really relaxing, and then like a Family Guy clip, and all in one thing. And you go, there's too much to focus on here.
It seems like there is, but that's literally how my wife watches TV. I mean, she has the TV going, and then the TikToks.
You're
or
not
Instagram.
wrong. Yeah,
So it's just combining it onto one screen.
You say we do this anyhow, but it's
Yeah.
just doing it all in one place so it can grab your full attention, maybe. Let's hear from you. You can join us on the show with a dispatch, and I'm seeing that you're doing that right now. Here is Herbert420 chiming in. They say they had the yard mullet before it was even a cool thing. Is it a cool thing?
Hello, news junkies.
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Saturday.
I just want to
Sunday.
say that for many years, I would often only mow my front yard and let the back go wild. That's right, I had the lawn mullet years before it was even trendy. Now, maybe it's because by the time I finished the front yard, I was too stoned to remember to cut the back. But hey, it still was the yard mullet. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I never thought as an adult that I would care about my lawn, but now that I have a house and a lawn, like really worried about it. When I walk through the neighborhood with Lady, I'm like, what place would our lawn be in? You know, are we in like 10th place in the neighborhood? Are we in like 8th place?
Have you seen the signs around the neighborhood where you get the yard of the month?
Yes, yeah, when somebody
Mine?
wins, yeah.
Not that.
Yeah, me
Mine
either.
is so bad, it is dying, and then I have one patch, which is beautiful grass that's unrelated to any of the grass that's around it. I don't
Yeah.
know even how it came to be, but there's only so much I'm going to do not being the owner of that
Right.
land.
Yeah, why invest the time in
I
it?
gotta throw some seeds on it, I guess.
But if you bought a place, I guarantee you, all of a sudden you're like, I don't have the worst lawn in the neighborhood. When I walk by somebody's house and they have a crappy lawn, I'm like, yes.
Suck it, lawn loser.
I'm like, yeah, mine is better than yours. So if somebody comes by my house and they're like, hey, your lawn, there's a couple of dead spots in that. I'll be like, have you seen down the road? Whew.
A couple years ago when we got our lawn resodded, like we did all new sod.
Right.
Then at the time, our neighbors had like dirt.
Right, just like a bunch of tumbleweeds
and I
and
just
stuff.
turned my nose.
Look,
I'm
what
down
is
to get fake grass.
Yeah, there's a
I
lady.
heard the turf is what's up.
There's a lady around the corner that Courtney always sends me pictures of stuff of their house, and they have turf. They have like turf grass that looks like real grass. We talked about this before, but in some neighborhoods, people get in trouble for it.
Yeah, that's
They-
why we talked about it, because there was a lady that spent a lot of money on her turf,
Uh-huh.
and then the HOA is like, nah, you're not allowed to have that.
Talk about low maintenance. You don't have to do anything on that. We want to hear your dispatches. Whatever you got on your mind is fine. Maybe you have a Daddy C-Lane song. Maybe you don't. Reach out to us. Go to thenewsjunkie.com.
This will make for a fun day.
And hit record on your first dispatch today. When we come back, Jerry Springer's Tombstone.
With his final thought.
Yep. What is going on?
Take care of each other.
His tombstones, a message. He's already announced in his will and everything that there's a message that is going on Jerry Springer's tombstone. I'll tell you what it is. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 408 heading westbound before mile marker 10A I-4. Traffic is backed up to exit 11B Mills Avenue. 2 right lanes are blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Orange Avenue at McCoy Road. If I-4 is a part of your travels, you can expect delays heading eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome at the end of your first year. They automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you've earned, doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in 3 easy steps. 1. Get a free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with a check in about an hour. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Calling all weekend warriors. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats, get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20. Choose from your Tex-Mex favorites like Dos Tacos, burritos, and more. Enjoy 2 for 20 weekends for a limited time. Only at Tijuana Flats.
Your doorbell camera is just that, a camera, not a security system. Get SafeTouch Security during their buy one, get one free sale. No one beats their technology or price. See for yourself. Visit safetouch.com. Remember, crooks know to stay away from SafeTouch houses. State license EF233.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hi, can I take your order? Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters? Sorry, that's not on our menu. Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then. Where are you seeing these? Follow freshfromflorida.com. FollowFreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce. That's amazing. Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at FollowFreshFromFlorida.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This Friday through Sunday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all shorts for the whole family. That's 50% off all shorts. But hurry, it's this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 4/28/30. Excludes in-store clearance, active licensed pajama and loungewear.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, Happy, happy. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Jerry Springer, dead at 79 years old. You know, before I tell you...
You guys saw my pic, right?
Yeah, the photo of you with Jerry Springer. When was that? How many years ago was that, Sabrina?
That was like when 9?
Yeah?
10 years ago.
My God.
I look chunky, and I'll tell you that much.
Well, he unfortunately passed away this week. And before I tell you what's on his tombstone, because he announced beforehand what he wanted on his tombstone, he did something that I thought was kind of interesting. He found out that he had cancer, and he found out that it was advanced, and he was pretty sure that he wasn't going to make it through that battle. And he only told his immediate family. He said, I didn't want to tell a single one of my friends or anybody outside my very immediate family because I didn't want to burden them with the information that I was going to die.
That seems to be more common,
You
right?
think so?
Norm Macdonald's thing, right?
Yeah, Norm Macdonald did it. I'm pretty sure that, I mean, this was, I think this guy's been dead for a little bit, but didn't Gene Wilder have like a thing where he didn't let people know what ailment he had leading up to his death because he didn't want...
I feel like I heard that.
He didn't want young children... He wanted young children to still see him as like Willy Wonka,
Sure,
and not some old decrepit.
He wanted to control his image, in some ways.
And Chadwick Boseman,
Yes,
Boseman
from Black Panther.
He also did not tell anybody about his cancer.
So you think that's kind of the default, that people they keep it very, very close? Norm Macdonald, didn't we know he was sick before he died? We did.
Absolutely not.
So it was just out of the blue, Norm Macdonald dead.
That was a super big surprise.
Oh man, yeah. So this is what he did. He decided to not tell all of his friends. He didn't want them to have to worry about that. He also said, and I think he's right about this, he said he didn't want to have awkward conversations with everybody.
Yeah.
Because if somebody figures out that you're dying, everything changes. You can't go, want to go grab a burger? And just like we're hanging out next to each other, everything's fine. It's going to be weird, and he didn't want that. So he did things the way he wanted to, and then it turned out this week that the sad news came across that Jerry Springer, a television, kingpin in his day, the biggest of the big, and really he truly took the format of the daytime talk shows and made it as gutter-like as you possibly could. He made it wild, and he did it for a long time. 27 years he hosted that show. But he had already set in place a whole bunch of stuff, including what he was going to get on his tombstone. Any
cheese and pepperoni?
Nope, not cheese and pepperoni. But now you're making me hungry. Any guesses as to what Jerry Springer is putting on his tombstone?
Sabrina had one.
Yeah, I think it was the his catchphrase, like
Okay.
take care of each other. What was it?
You said it earlier.
Oh, come on! I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
It was the one he said at the end of the show each time, right?
It was it was wait for it.
It's like Bob
Take care of
Barker.
ourselves and each other. Take care of yourself and each other. It was his
Yeah.
last thing, and I obviously suck.
It's kind of his version of Casey Kasem's "Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars," and no more GD up-tempo numbers.
The worst of that, I've talked about this before, was Dan Rather. When Dan Rather was hosting the news, he wanted to sign off, like the famous news sign off, good night and good luck, right? That was a huge, huge one from Murrow, I believe. And Dan Rather wanted to have one. And they were like, Dan Rather's working on it. He's honing in on what is going to be his sign-off for his news reports or for his newscast. And everybody was talking, like in the trades, it's like Dan Rather is finalizing what his final sign-off is going to be for his news program. And then he debuted it. And he said, after he finished up the last news story on the report, he said, courage.
Okay.
And that was it.
Huh?
That was
I don't
it.
remember that.
It wasn't like take care of yourself and your family and friends. It wasn't like what was
who said and that's the way it is.
That's another famous one. And that's the way it is. All these different sign-offs that
Good
you would
evening
see.
and good night.
And good night and good luck and all. And he said courage.
Stay with me, America.
Well, Jerry Springer on his tombstone, it's going to say, "I won't be right back." Because on the show, he always said, "We'll be right back." And on his tombstone, it says, "I won't be right back." And so he's having some fun with that on the way out. Real quick, I wanted to show everybody this because I want to see what you think of this. This is kind of interesting to me and super, super weird to me at the same time. But I want to see specifically what women think of this idea. All right, women
what's up?
Who want to send it a dispatch, who want to comment in chat, who want to tell me what you think, and of course you, Sabrina, I want to know what you think about this because this is something they're doing. Here's the story in front of me. You can take a look here if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch. It says, plans approved for Britain's first women's-only tower block. This is going to be a 15-story apartment building in Britain that is only for women. Only women can live there. Only women will stay at these places. And it says planners.
The creepers hanging out outside.
That could be just a absolute gold mine for somebody who's out there trying to do this stuff. They said planners have approved designs for what is believed to be Britain's first women's-only tower apartment. The scheme for 102 flats to be rented to single women is to be built in West London. Each home will have a deep balcony and will be designed specifically for women. Details could include slightly lower kitchen work surfaces, because they say women are shorter, and careful attention to ventilation to ensure comfort for menopausal women, it says. So, like, if you're having heat flashes or something, they're going to have perfect ventilation for you. The 15
that sounds kind of nice.
Story apartment building will offer homes for low social rents to women who face inequality, it says. The person taking the apartment must be a single woman, and men will only be able to live in the tower block if they become a tenant's partner.
A single woman?
Yeah, a single woman.
The single women.
Excuse me. The only way a tenant could be male is if they're the adult child of a female tenant and they inherit the place.
That's embarrassing.
It says transgender women, including people intending to undergo gender reassignment, will be allowed, but men who cross-dress transgender men or anybody with a known history of male violence against women or children will not be allowed to live in this building.
Interesting.
And so it's kind of controversial, but this is what they're doing there. And the reason it's controversial, I don't know the laws in Britain, but in the United States, I think that might be against some housing discrimination stuff if you did that.
It is, depending on what state. There are some states that they can kick you out if it's based off their religious beliefs.
Mhm.
If it goes against their religious beliefs.
Yeah.
So this is, it screams the opposite of Florida.
Yeah,
this building.
I just don't know if you'll be able to do it in the U.S. because it would be like, I guess they have men's only clubs still, don't they? In the U.S.
Bathhouses?
Like golf clubs and stuff.
Masons?
Maybe. They have some of those things that are men only. I just don't know if you'd be able to do it with an actual apartment building. I was banned for a joke on Twitch says, only women can live there because clocks are built into dishwashers and stoves, so they need to buy a watch. All right. Dave says, so where's the men-only apartments? Who wants to live in the men-only apartments? Even guys don't want to live in the men-only apartments. It wouldn't work. And I don't know that there'd be a ton of women.
Everywhere.
Do you think there'll be a bunch of women who'd be like, I want to live in a women-only apartment building?
I could definitely see it. I could see probably older women who live by themselves, probably not out there in the dating world anymore, just wanting to live their retirement years, feeling a little bit safer.
Yeah.
And amongst friends, like I could definitely see it being utilized.
You're picturing older people, though, as opposed to like younger women living at a place like this.
I could see probably younger women as well. It really depends. Where is it? Is it in the middle of nowhere?
It's
is
in
it
West London,
Is it a hot spot?
I don't know about the neighborhood,
bars are at?
but West London, probably a fairly busy area. I would think that they're building this women-only apartment building. Tammy on YouTube says, why is that controversial for men who dress like women to not be allowed in a woman housing project? I don't find that part controversial. I think it's controversial to say you're going to have an apartment building where only this type of person is allowed to rent out these units. That's the interesting thing there, and how that would go if it was in the United States, I just really don't know.
And I also feel like it's going to be very strange for the man who demands, just for the sake of it not being fair, like, I want to live in the all-women building.
Right.
Come on.
That's like the guy who wants to be the Hooters waitress, and they go through with a whole lawsuit about gender discrimination and stuff. And Radio Michael 7, our friend on YouTube, says, I'm pretty sure this exists for Muslim
Just
women
on
in some
YouTube.
countries. And he says, I think Japan has some of these too.
He thinks where?
He thinks what?
Where's the second place that he thinks has it?
Oh, God almighty, man. I'm got to get better at this. Why doesn't it click in my head like that? He thinks that they do this in
Japan
as well. Yes, he believes that it happens there. What do you think? Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your dispatch right now. Let's see what we got here. A lot of people are chiming in and talking about all sorts of weird things. Even the fact that Wendy's chili, for some odd reason, is going to be sold in grocery stores. And I said this stuff is vile, but there's a lot of supporters out there. Here's the drunken mailman.
Hey, happy Friday through the rest of the weekend,
Saturday,
News
Sunday.
Junkies. Sean, I got two things for you, buddy.
Yeah,
it's
buddy.
not mullet, like moo moo cow.
Mullet.
Mullet. It's mullet.
I'm saying mullet.
La la it. And second,
Keep saying
Wendy's
mullet.
chili is awesome, man.
All right,
Come
hang on. Are you guys messing with me or not? I say mullet, do I not?
You're saying mullet.
No, I'm saying mullet.
You're saying like a cow.
Mullet,
Mullet.
yeah.
I am not saying like a cow. You're messing with me.
That's my
say,
opinion.
Say P-U-L-L.
Pull?
You're saying pool. That's so
No,
weird.
I'm not. I'm saying it the right way. I said mullet, like a guy comes into a bar and he's got a really fancy mullet.
Say Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
So you're
Had
saying
nothing
pull.
to do with it.
I'm saying, I hear it in my headphones the right way. I think you're gaslighting me right now. I think that I'm saying it right.
Doesn't feel nice, does it?
No, they keep doing that in chat. They keep putting it's not mullet. I'm saying mullet. Mullet. Yeah, Tammy, I'm saying it the right way. Rod on YouTube says, Brax and I talked about starting an apartment-like complex.
Who the hell is Brax?
Him and Brax, they were talking about this. For high school students, mature juniors and seniors only, like prep for college. Parents would be close by and they could supervise. Strategic cameras, and you could drive to school from there, they said. Oh, okay. Let's go to one more. Here's big.
Everything but strategic cameras.
Yeah, that part seems weird. How strategic are these cameras?
I mean, I get why the parents would want cameras.
Yeah, but like not in certain places.
Correct.
Obviously, that would be weird. Okay, we're going to get to more of you because so many people are chiming in.
Mullet.
I want to hear what you think about mullet, but more so, would you ladies live in this women-only apartment building that they're now building in West London? Tell me what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch now. When we return, late night TV has a big, giant problem in front of it. What is it? I'll tell you what's happening. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
About a third of U.S. adults say they regularly get their news from Facebook. Might as well get it from us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 408 heading westbound. Before mile marker 10A, I-4 traffic is backed up to exit 11B Mills Avenue. 2 right lanes are blocked. There's slowdowns on I-4 heading eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. You can expect delays due to an accident on Orange Avenue at McCoy Road. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today. Go to thatmortgageguydon.com because that mortgage guy Don president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show. He is here for you. With over 250 five-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at Experience.com, it's very safe to say that he knows what he is doing. And I can say with full confidence that he has your best interest in mind. Now, chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free, fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button, and Don's going to review your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, he's a mortgage broker. He's not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. Wholesale lenders that are looking for your business. So if you want to see the difference, go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and get a free analysis of your existing quote. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It's your last chance to shop SpringFest savings at Lowe's. Need a new appliance? Get an additional $300 off select major kitchen appliances when you spend $1,996 or more. You can also save across the entire store, including our garden area, and get 2 Bonnie 9-pack vegetables for $10. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 5/3. Bonnie offer in-store only and excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
Spring into a new Mazda at Daytona Mazda with over 200 new Mazdas to choose from. Check out the new 2023 Mazda CX-5 or CX-9 today. And with rates as low as 0%, there's never been a better time to get into a new Mazda with our complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty. Daytona Mazda is prepared to make the car buying process as streamlined as possible out of respect for your valuable time. Stop on by Daytona Mazda at the Daytona Auto Mall today at I-95 and LPGA or shop online at DaytonaMazda.com.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall, there's only one Mo you should call, the Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Every morning, start your day getting caught up with West 2 News Sunrise.
I'm Meredith McDonough.
And I'm Jason Guy. Here for you with breaking news from around Central Florida.
We want to get back to that breaking news out of Orange County.
Giving you an accurate forecast to plan your day by.
We're also starting off with some cloud cover.
And steering you clear of the backups to make your commute a breeze.
Your travel times out the door are looking pretty good this morning.
Wake up knowing you're ready for today with Jason, Mare, Kellyanne, and Megan. Wake up with West 2 News Sunrise. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Kelly's all new.
Hello, Clarkson.
Every weekday.
Let's do it, Kelly.
Give your day a little love. Oh my gosh. A little joy.
Happy day.
A little laugh.
Well, I'm really hard of hearing. I can't hear that well.
You're going to fit right in on this show because I'm loud. Give your day a little Kelly.
It's this. This is her name. Oh, yeah.
Weekdays at 3 on West 2, followed by West 2 News at 4.
Take life by the chip and dip it with 2 for $20 weekends at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 full-sized entrees, a large dip and chips, and 2 drinks for just $20. Friday through Sunday. Smack my and call me Sally for a limited time only at Tijuana Flats.
Heads up for you. That doorbell camera you have, it's not a security system. You need to get a Safe Touch security system, and you can do it now during their buy one, get one sale. Nobody beats Safe Touch's technology or price. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, Happy, Happy. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. If you miss any of the show today, you can catch up with the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. All the links for you are right there. You can subscribe on iHeartRadio, and then you get the show each day. Or if you use some other kind of podcast thing, all of them are ready for you at thenewsjunkie.com. Late night TV. This week we learned that, James Corden, I think, is leaving.
Yeah.
He's on the way
Y'all see
out.
that skit? With
No.
all the late night hosts?
No.
It was cute. I saw it this morning.
Like
It
to
was-
say goodbye to him?
Yeah, but they I don't know, kind of confronted him while he was sleeping in his bedroom. But they used everybody. I mean, Letterman, Fallon,
Really?
Trevor Noah, Myers, and I mean, I definitely enjoyed it.
If
And
this
then-
guy is hated so much, how do they get all those people to do that?
because they're all still chummy and
I don't think he's as hated as among
like the civilians.
Yeah, among celebrities.
Yeah, okay, so he's nice to celebrities, but regular people, when he encounters them, maybe not so nice.
Well, when regular people screw up the and put a little bit of egg white in the yolk only omelet,
how dare you?
You know,
do you know who I am?
You tell him where to go.
So he's out. He's done. The James Corden show
To hell.
is done. And I think overall, just late night TV is kind of dead. It's not getting barely any viewers compared to what it used to.
I watch it sometimes, but I more often watch clips.
Yeah, then that's what people have turned to. You watch it on like YouTube, or you see a clip on Twitter of a funny bit, and I think that's happened somewhat to SNL too.
Yeah, but I immediately thought of SNL, that they have been such a staple for so long that regardless of the ratings, I think they're still going to be on the air.
Yeah, they can stick around because that's profitable. It makes money. The SNL brand is very, very big for NBC. That's good for them. But on the other side, the numbers of people watching some of this stuff live, The Daily Show. When The Daily Show was in its prime, I remember every night Jon Stewart would come on and he would do the show, and it was funny, and it wasn't like completely partisan. It would like go kind of both angles.
Was it as prominent when Craig Kilborn hosted it?
No way. Yeah, when Jon Stewart had the show in its prime, they were getting like 3 million viewers a lot of nights. 3 million people will watch. Now it's gone on to Trevor Noah, and now they have like rotating.
Now they don't have a host.
Yeah, they're like doing a host search, and they've had a bunch of people try it out.
They're pulling a Jeopardy.
You know how many people watch that show each night now?
How many?
15?
300,000. 300,000 people. It used to be 3 million people would watch that show
Who
every
has
night.
cable anymore?
And the people who are still watching live television just aren't tuning into it as much.
Tell me what what are the top 10 live broadcasts at this point? Like,
All-
who is tuning in live?
The answer is simple.
Bachelor?
Football. The top
Okay.
10 live broadcasts are all NFL football.
Besides sports?
Besides sports, I don't know if it would be The Bachelor anymore because that's tumbled. That used to get 8 million, 9 million viewers. And The Bachelor has gone down to like 2 million, 2 point something, I think, for the finale that they got. These are much smaller audiences that are watching these shows. And that includes the people who watch it on demand within the 24 hours that follows the live broadcast. So it's not just the live people, it's live within 24 hours. And that's a small. I mean, one I saw the other day that blew my mind was Top Chef. I was like, I like watching Top Chef. I've watched almost every season. In fact, I have watched every season of Top Chef. Every single episode I've seen. I don't like the season that's on right now, but we're still watching it. And then you look at the ratings, and I think one of their episodes had like 250,000 people watching it. There's a lot of people involved in making this thing.
Yeah, and there is a whole lot of product placement in that show.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Just outrageous.
And they have a big prize. I think the prize is like $1 million or something if you win this thing, and there's 300,000 people watching it. That's tiny as far as audiences go. Meanwhile, when NFL broadcasts go on, then you get back into the numbers, 15 million, 16 million. The only other shows to mess with that for a while, it was Yellowstone, because Yellowstone was getting double digits. The toughest thing is when you hit it big, holding on to it. I can name so many shows for you right now that were explosive successes in the ratings. Like, here's one, Roseanne. When Roseanne came back, 10 to 12 million people were watching that show every night. Then she said, I thought the bitch was white. And then she crumbled.
Well, it was what she said before she thought the bitch was white.
She said a lot of
What
stuff.
she said about the bitch.
And Roseanne leaves the show. They call it The Conners, and now tiny, tiny audience in comparison. Yellowstone has come down from the high numbers that they were seeing there. Walking Dead used to be double-digit millions, 10
But that
million.
was before the streaming became what it is now.
It was at the beginning, for sure. There was a lot of people watching that way. Game of Thrones used to draw in a real big number of people, even though that one was behind a paywall. So there's fewer of these shows that are like must-watch stuff, and none of them are on late-night television. So they're trying to see like how you can save this. And one of the things that's happened to it, without a doubt, is a lot of them have gotten really political, like Stephen Colbert's show, the Jimmy Kimmel's show, very, very political. Late show with James Corden, I don't think was like that. I think he was more just jokes and having fun and stuff.
Him and Fallon are more funny stuff,
wacky skits and whatnot.
Let me eat sushi with Blake Shelton.
And I've never seen At Midnight, but is that still a thing? I know that was around for a while, but then
they brought it back. But Seth Meyers is not political.
No, he's not.
I think
no.
he just gets drunk with everybody.
I think he might be a little bit, but I don't think he's nearly like when I'm talking about Stephen Colbert in particular and Jimmy Kimmel in particular. It's like very political the whole time. It's like watching The View. The whole thing is politics. So that's going to drive some people away.
And farting.
Unless they agree with you, and then they'll stick around for a while, but they'll probably realize this wasn't the content I was coming for to begin with. So late night television could be RIP before we know it, simply because if you have 300,000 people watching The Daily Show, and you have how many camera people, how many writers, how many producers, how many people involved in that entire production, the staff must be pretty big, I would guess. And you've got to find a way to pay all of those people, including the host, in the money that you can get from 300,000 viewers. And of course, they put the clips on YouTube and they put the clips on Twitter and on YouTube and some other platforms that can monetize that. But you just can't make it on this level with that, I don't think. Let's see what you got going on. There's a lot of people talking about this women's-only apartment building that's opening up in the UK. Here is, Eskimo Brother with a dispatch.
Hey, junkies, happy National Blueberry Pie Day.
All right.
It's such a great day today. And also about the apartments up in the UK.
Really into it.
That would be tremendous.
All right, he's on board for it.
Okay.
There's some other people chiming in that we'll get to.
Didn't have a reason for being on board.
He just thinks it's tremendous.
He just thinks tremendous.
He likes everything. He likes, what was the National Day? Blueberry Pie?
Blueberry Pie Day.
He likes blueberry pie. He likes
That's
women
good
on the
because
apartments.
we are sponsored by blueberries.
We got that blueberry money going on.
Blueberry money.
We want to take that. We'll keep that coming in.
Tomatoes, corn, let's go.
Join us on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's go to a couple more. Here is Justin with a dispatch.
Hey,
Hello?
guys. Just wanted to say that women's only apartment complex,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that the whole premise for the Bosom Buddies movie?
Is it?
Or TV
Never
show
seen
with
it.
Tom Hanks? Just saying. Oh,
that
and
is
Tina,
a dated
I
reference.
broke into your apartment and stole your News Junkie magnet off your fridge. Can't hide that thing forever.
There you go. Thank you, Justin. Game of magnets going on out there. Meanwhile, Jazzy Josh is talking about mullets. Mullets.
Definitely hearing mullet, Sean, but
No, it's
while we're,
mullet.
Correcting pronunciation, Sabrina, it's Jinko, not Janko. Nobody says Janko.
I think I said Janko. I'm trying to think. That person. That
Jankos?
Yeah,
Jankos.
Yeah, I said Jenkos. It's JNCO. So Jenko. It sounds like he's worming an ear in there.
I said Jinko.
You said Jinko,
like Gene Company.
I guess so. I mean, look.
Jean okay, so I didn't even mention jeans since I've been here.
Yeah, it wasn't today. It must have been some podcast
Yeah,
or
so
something.
back off, dude. It's like a fart.
Here's Dallas talking about baby love. Seems weird.
Hey, Papa C Lane. I'm a father of 3, also a stepfather,
Mm-hmm.
and you do not know what love is until you have that baby, and then you
Aw.
definitely will know what love is. Also, have you thought
I know
about
what love
doing
is. I have a
something
dog.
interesting, like take a picture of your baby every month until they're 18, Anyway, wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
You could do a drone video of the
that'd be
baby
cool.
every month of its life.
Zoom around.
Yeah, just zooming around the kid, and then you quick cut it into this thing where the kid just grows up like a tornado shot.
I feel old when I'm about to say, back in our day, our parents would have never in a million years thought about taking a picture of us every single day.
No.
There was only like photographers that do this for a living that have made projects like that.
It would have been a pain in the ass.
I've seen posts from people who not only take pictures of their kids every day, but it's like a family thing.
Mhm.
And so they have like generations of, I don't know if it's every day or once a year. It might be once a year, but they had like these whole compilation albums, and it's crazy of how many
And photos you
pictures-
never look at.
Right.
Yeah.
My mom has gone from like boxes of disposable like camera photos,
Mhm.
just like having to go through it. It wasn't until my sister moved back home that was like her project, was to
Right.
go through the boxes of crap. And now we just have cell phones. I have 3 of them in a drawer
Uh-huh.
of photos I will never look at again. Ever.
I feel kind of bad about this, but this is the truth. After my parents died,
You threw them away?
there was like there's tons of big photo albums. And my sister goes, "Do you want any of this?" I'm like, "No, I don't want any of this." I think she took them. She kept them somewhere. But she was like, "You want this?" I'm like, "No, I don't want that."
Well, that's what we'll be playing in a slideshow at your funeral.
I want something
Old baby
better.
photos.
What else do you got?
I'm a little mind blown here because I went to look this up because I said Gene Company for Jinko, and that's why I said it.
Yeah.
That is not what Jinko means.
What's it stand for?
Judge none, choose one.
That's so lame.
That is the
Judge
but
none, choose one.
That hits the theme, though, does it not?
That's cringe, man.
So dumb.
All right, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Daughter Dog the Bounty Hunter is hunting for a new home after hers burns down, but it's what she saved from the fire that's a little bit strange. Members of the band Crazy Town are making headlines for their emphasis on the crazy part. Plus, according to the upcoming Frog and Toad series, being gay is a choice, even if you lick them. Plus all that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos. For locations, go to gringoslocos.com and securedroofingandrestoration.com. Visit their website for your free estimate today. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm 2 meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 80s. We are monitoring a lot of clouds across the viewing area. The chance for an isolated thunderstorm or two tonight, but Saturday is a Fox 35 storm alert day as we are monitoring a chance for some strong to severe storms. You can expect heavy rain at times, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, hail, and even an isolated tornado or two.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Blindster.com.
Stephen Marley brings his Babylon by Bus tour to Hard Rock Live Orlando on August 10th. It's my control. Playing hits from his catalog. His new single, I'm an old soul. Tribute to the ones who made it all possible. And Bob Marley's classics. Tickets on sale now at Hard Rock Live, Box Office, and Ticketmaster. Don't miss Stephen Marley's Babylon by Bus tour.
Hear that? That's the sound of someone experiencing Marco's new bold Magnifico pizzas. Enjoy 2 kinds of pepperoni on the Pepperoni Magnifico. Revel in Old World sausage on the new Sausage Magnifico. And rejoice in harmonious layers of savory pepperoni and sausage on the new Ultimate Magnifico. Try new Magnifico pizzas starting at $9.99 at Marcos.com. Marcos. Pizza lovers, get it. Price and participation may vary. See store for details.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes.
Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 407-337-4020 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 407-337-4020 or go to repipe.com. That's 407-337-4020. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about supplemental security income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
At Sunbelt Rentals, tools rule. They also clean and cut, chip and chop. They construct and destruct, help you climb up high and dig down deep. We rent tools that do so much for those with so much to do. The right size tools for your size jobs, and the expertise to help you rent the perfect one every single time. So next time you need a tool that nails, screws, paints, or polishes, rent in-store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Ocean Bank is coming to Orlando. So we decided to bring you a break from the commercial break. Take this time to dream about how you would grow your business with Ocean Bank. Visit us at oceanbank.com. Ocean Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Pollo Tropical. Would you like to try our new coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp, shrimp and the coconut. Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp.
Coco y camarón.
Pollo is serving up perfectly golden, sweet, and savory coconut shrimp in a bowl, platter, or on the side with our pineapple rum sauce. We're going coconuts for the all-new coconut shrimp, only at Pollo Tropical.
Coconut shrimp, coco y camarón.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And hey, if you missed the show, you can get a podcast right on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. Get all caught up this weekend with the show. Hang out with us for longer and get anything you missed. So go over there now, thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see all the links ready to go. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Hey, what are some words I can call black people?
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
Yikes.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and the Home Loans Radio Show. Wherever you are. I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to my new board. It's different than my knob.
You're good.
We don't ever listen past this song. It's
No,
pretty crazy.
I don't hear it that far.
But yeah, thatmortgageguyDon.com. And if you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, be sure to work with the man who has your best interest in mind, thatmortgageguyDon.com. It was 16 years ago, 2007, that this guy right here...
Oh, Boy George.
Boy George is right. And Boy George, just 16 years ago, chained a Norwegian male prostitute to his bedroom wall.
Who hasn't done that? That's a fairly normal thing, I thought.
I don't have a headboard for that anymore.
Yeah, you got to get one.
Oh, thank you.
It makes it good.
For some reason, the cops didn't like that, and George was eventually convicted of false imprisonment. He only had to serve 4 months of his 15-month sentence. So there you have it, folks. And then 20 years ago, Apple launched iTunes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
For Windows.
20 years.
Wait, iTunes?
Oh,
for
iTunes
Windows.
For That's a very specific thing. All right, so iTunes for Windows
Yeah.
on this day. Okay.
Prior to that, just the Apple folk had it. This is also a bit of a throwback, but they're back in the headlines. Members of this band.
Oh, Crazy Town.
Crazy Town is right. They're put in the crazy. And the town was Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They are living up to their band name. 2 of the members got into a good old-fashioned fist fight after a show this weekend, and it got ugly.
Oh, boy.
I sent you the video. I imagine it's riddled with expletives.
Okay.
Though the song is not. But either way, they did get in a fight. They obtained the video where CT was performing. Last time I saw one of the members, and I feel like it was the main guy, he was at like a guitar center.
Things aren't going well in Crazy Town.
And
right?
he was singing Butterfly, but
Yeah.
he looks rough.
Okay, I see. Oh, they really are slugging each other.
Yeah, they got
One
a
of
big
them's
old fight.
Got the other on the ground, and they're just punching the hell out of him. Didn't they have I think it was in the Ozfest documentary where they talked about how Crazy Town was a giant pain in the ass to
They
do.
were. And the only reason why they were on that tour is because they made mainstream fame with this song, and none of their other songs were like that.
Right.
But Shifty Shellshock, the band singer, did not have like a very good showing until the very end of this fight. Co-vocalist Bobby Reeves had to fill in, and that was a very rocky show. And for that reason, they fought each other because that's what frontmen do when they're popular in the early 2000s.
What a mess.
Bobby Reeves is showing off his black eye with an up-close and personal look that he filmed from his phone, and the injury in full view proves he took quite the beating. The singer hopped on Instagram to explain that he and Shifty Shellshock got into the scuffle, but noting everything was all good, fam, and he loves the guy. So we'll put that sucker to bed. Someone who is now in a jail cell bed for the time being. We'll see.
Oh, Bam Margera's in jail?
He turned himself in,
Man.
I believe, on Thursday.
Yeah, we had that yesterday that he had turned himself in, but I forgot that he was like actually going to
Saturday,
stay
Sunday.
there. So he's actually still in prison or in jail rather right now.
And now Lamar Odom is reaching out, his helping hand in the midst of all the substance abuse and legal problems, that he wants him free of charge to attend one of his rehab centers. And I can tell you from personal experience, not that I've been to rehab, but I know people who owned rehab facilities. And boy, Lamar is making some bank.
Yeah, they do real well.
But I'll tell you something, like, it's better to make headlines for staying on the healthy, sober track and making money off rehab centers than to be in the headlines like Bam is every other week for doing something that is not of the sober lifestyle.
It's a catastrophe. He's better off in jail right now.
Lamar is also saying his first piece of advice for Bam, who I do not know if he tunes into TMZ quite often, is get in touch with religion. Go back to God.
Don't think that that is going to be the route that Bam Margera goes down.
Lo, as they call him in the biz, personally invited BM, as they also call it in the biz,
rough,
to one of the 3 wellness centers that he co-owns and operates to address substance and drug abuse problems, reminding him that he's been through it too. So we shall see how that all goes down. I love him. Just stay strong.
I totally forgot that Lamar Odom had that whole giant drug problem. Like, he almost died.
Yeah.
Remember that whole thing?
At the
At
bar.
the whorehouse.
Yeah, he was at was it the Chicken Ranch? Or
No.
Bunny Ranch?
It was at Bunny Ranch, and then remember the Ghost Hunters guy, Zach something?
Yeah.
Had bought the bed that he died in.
Yes,
and
that's
put it in
right.
his museum.
So weird.
Speaking of death, Bonnie Chapman, the biological daughter of Dog the Bounty Hunter and biological daughter of Beth Chapman, is going through yet another tragedy. Her entire house burnt down.
Jesus.
But what's strange is what she saved, and it was not all the animals.
Oh my God, she left the animals in there? God. What would you guys get? Do you have something like if your house is on fire, you would immediately run in
All
and grab
my
it?
animals.
Yeah, I would get the animals first.
Lexi.
Elvis, maybe.
Stop
Lady
it.
first. Lady, I'd be running for.
Lexi first.
Yeah.
Also,
New dog, not so much.
Guest dog, you're on the list.
Oh my God, you guys. First of all, if your house is on fire, I feel like I would be texting you because I'm like, there's a fire in the neighborhood. And I would run over and I would save Elvis. But the daughter of Dog and Bonnie didn't save the animals, but saved the ashes of her dead mom.
That's a weird one to go for. I can see why you have a
Considering
connection.
it's already burned.
Yeah, it's already burned up. But I can see the connection there. I just would have gone for the animals first.
Yeah, she lost everything in the blaze, including 3 cats, a dog, a gecko, and a pet snake.
No, those aren't big losses.
Oh my God.
The gecko and the pet snake, it's like,
But that's also something you could throw in your pocket.
It seems like it would have been easy to
Peeked
get
out.
them out of there.
Beth's ashes survived, which is just a weird statement all and together, but one thing that she was terrified to lose. So she's now on the hunt for a new home. The amount of money that this gal is claiming she has made from subscription sites is absolutely astounding.
Oh, yeah, Bad Baby.
Bad Baby, Danielle Bergoli, Cash Me Outside girl, 20 years old. To think, when we first met her, she was 13.
She's so rich now, too.
2016 is when she appeared on Dr. Phil. 6 days after her 18th birthday in 2021, she claimed to make over $1 million in under 6 hours. And now she's claiming that total has ballooned to $70 million.
I don't doubt it.
Really? You really don't doubt it?
Because she showed receipts before. She showed like screenshots of her OnlyFans payouts. And you get money for the people who subscribe. And then you get money for the weirdos who want to send you messages and whatnot. And she is just printing
And she's
money.
not doing like any like reality TV.
No.
Doesn't have a TV show. I don't see her like doing a bunch of
She-
brand stuff.
As far as I heard or remember, is not even naked in her OnlyFans.
No, I don't think she is. I think there might have been like some things here or there, but it's not porn.
I think
It's
there's
just people
like
answering messages.
Yeah.
I think there's like
Probably
some
not her.
videos where other chicks are hanging out with her, and they might flash the camera once in a while.
Yeah.
But like as far as OnlyFans goes, her account I think is rather tame.
That's wild, man.
So we have a new revelation from this lady.
What's her name? Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor is right. And C-Lane, I'm so glad you read this article as well because it's about to get real weird.
It's a doozy.
C-Lane acted like he is disgusted with
Because-
Meghan Trainor. He was like, oh, boy, man.
Just the way that she went about it, and I think that there's also something to be grossed out by the clickbait headlines that have followed this recent interview.
All right.
She had a discourse on, who was it? Trisha Paytas. She's a big
YouTuber, yeah.
Yeah. On her Working On It podcast, where she revealed that she has vaginismus.
Or-
Vaginismus.
I haven't heard of this. What does that mean?
It's a condition that can make any vaginal penetration.
Yeah.
Painful or impossible as a result of involuntary muscle spasms that effectively close the doors.
All right, so that's not good. That sounds bad. So far, I'm not mad at her, though.
Sounds great for her husband, but terrible for her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the way that she spoke about her husband, and which I am having a hard time, like, even as cute as they are and that we're all old, I still look at him as a Spy Kids kid.
Mm-hmm. That's who she's married to?
Yes, is the redhead.
Oh, okay.
And she says, my husband, Darren Sabera, he's a big boy. And I'm reading a direct quote at this point, and I will continue. My pee is broken.
That's one way to say it.
I have pee anxiety, she told the podcast. She explained her sexual struggles with her husband to the point where I'm like, is it all there? And he's like, it's just the T part, the top part.
Yeah.
And as he would get there, I'd be like, ow, ow, ow.
She's dancing around this one.
It's the most brilliant dance I've ever done, to the point where I was like, making this baby, I had to ice myself afterwards.
Wow. That's no good.
And then, but it is,
what's that?
That actual condition is a real struggle.
Why would anybody be mad at any of that?
Because it's the clickbait headlines that I think people are getting upset. Meghan Trainor details painful sex with big boy husband. Meghan Trainor spills not safe for work details on her sex life with Daryl.
The husband's high-stepping today, though. He's like, yeah, they're calling me big boy out there.
Meghan Trainor says she can't walk after sex with husband Daryl. Wishes he was smaller. Meghan Trainor explains that her husband's D looks like, and then ... But they do, like, stray away from the actual condition that actually is a really big problem for a lot of women out there, but it is curable.
Realistically, it's not that her husband has some gigantic dong.
Yeah.
It's
he
just
might,
that
though. Redheads are known to have giant penises.
Are they?
Is that a thing?
I hadn't heard that before.
Ladies,
they got to give him something.
Ladies in the chat and dispatch here, like,
It
back
makes
me
up
up
for
here.
their lack of souls.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting poked, and this is how I wrap up. Familiar with It's a Wonderful Life?
Sure, yeah.
Classic Christmas film that I've never seen before. I just know it's black and white. They have now come up with a new slasher Christmas film called It's a Wonderful Night.
Ooh.
It's a great name. It's one of those
a good
things.
name.
It's one of those things where you go, wonder if they came up with the name before they even came up with the plot or the script or anything.
Plus, like a Christmas horror movie is pretty cool.
Let's go. A woman saves her town from a psychotic killer on Christmas Eve, but a year later, her life isn't great and she wishes she wasn't even born.
Psycho Santa.
So she finds herself in a parallel universe where she wasn't born, and things are way worse. The killer is back, and she has to team up with the town misfit to identify the killer and get back to her own reality. Boom, baby.
I'll watch it. I'll at least give it a shot.
And finally, I will give you the boob tube. How about that?
Christina on Twitch says two ex-boyfriends were gingers and Irish. They were not small, so maybe Sabrina's onto something, she says.
I'm not the only... this is not the first time I've heard it.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that before.
What you will hear is the boob tube, my friends. It includes live coverage of the NFL draft, baby. Sports. Oh, we don't like sports anymore here?
Yeah, sports.
Disney Plus, Peter Pan and Wendy. I guess a new take on that. The Judds, Love is Alive, the final concert on CMT. Time 100, the most influential people. American Idol, Rock Hall of Fame night. Series premiere of Fatal Attraction on Paramount Plus. And guess what?
What?
Chicken butt.
Guess what's going to be on Monday?
I have no idea.
It's gonna be me.
That's right.
We did it.
Forgot about that.
Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. Give it a follow, and most importantly, say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Friends,
so
when we come back this week in Florida, we'll descend upon you. C-Lane is feverishly preparing. He is ready to go. 10 out of 10 today?
Yes.
He says with a question mark at the end. Let's see how it goes. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com. Watch out for delays due to an accident on State Road 408 heading westbound before mile marker 10A I-4. If I-4 is a part of your travels this afternoon, you can expect delays heading eastbound between US 27 and after Osceola Polk Line Road. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by UCF Downtown. Interested in a career in healthcare management? Consider a master's degree with UCF School of Global Health Management and Informatics. Attend an information session May 3rd and discover why the health management programs at UCF Downtown are ranked among the top in the nation. Visit ucf.edu/downtown.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Wassey's Meat Market for the lowest price on a big green egg.
You probably already know that Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. But now we have a chance for you to earn $5,000. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you the keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. However, if you listen to Real Radio on our free iHeartRadio app, you can earn $5,000. Always remember, if you get the call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Calling all weekend warriors. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20. Choose from your Tex-Mex favorites like Dos Tacos, burritos, and more. Enjoy 2 for 20 weekends for a limited time. Only at Tijuana Flats.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
The way healthcare works today can be frustrating. So many different doctors to keep track of, different tests, different medications. It's a lot. Welcome to Village Medical, a whole new kind of primary care covered by most Medicare plans. Here, your own doctor coordinates all of your care for you, even talking to your specialists and your pharmacist to manage prescriptions. There's a lot more about Village Medical that we think you'll love. When's the last time you said that about healthcare? Go to villagemedical.com and become a patient today.
You know that expression, the grass is always greener on the other side? Well, with Massey Services, it's literally true. Why? Because Massey does what the others don't. Every lawn is unique. So Massey starts with a detailed analysis and then builds a customized plan to prevent and control weeds, diseases, and harmful pests. Then they aerate to ensure water and nutrients reach the roots of your lawn. That's the Massey difference. Expect more and get it.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This Friday through Sunday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all shorts for the whole family. That's 50% off all shorts. But hurry, it's this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 4/28-30, excludes in-store clearance, active licensed pajama and loungewear.
Jim here for my friends at Solar Bear. In Orlando in 2022, there were 3 different utility rate increases and another 4% increase scheduled for April. Stop going along with these rate increases. Now's the time to go solar with Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. They can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. Solar Bear, also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. Visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate. And check it out right now. 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about supplemental security income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
And while there, set up an account so you can join us with what we call dispatches. You don't have to wait on the phones or any of that. You just pop over to the website and record a dispatch, and we play your voice right here on the show. And we'll do that today. In just a moment, this week in Florida, Sealand's going to bring us on a wild ride. We'll see what went down this week. And we'll also get to your comments as everything rolls on here today. If you miss any of the show, go to thenewsjunkie.com and get all those podcast links right there. Sealand, are you ready?
I am ready.
Here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. The weekend's here. That means it's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. It's This Week in Florida, and we've got some doozies. But first, I don't know why this needs to be a story.
What happened?
I don't know why.
Got a lot of paper filing going on.
There's a stack in front of him over there.
I don't know why this needs to, I feel like this guy's getting called out.
All right.
This happens all the time, and there doesn't have to be a story about it.
I get in the hint here that this is something maybe that you might have done.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. All right. Because
absolutely
it
not.
seemed like you were defending this guy from being called out, and you're like, this is totally normal.
No, they say a guy in Sanibel Island.
Oh, I've been there.
An arrest made on Sanibel Island has ignited debate after news spread that a man had been charged with DUI on a what?
Golf cart.
Is it a
bicycle?
Horse?
Bicycle.
A bicycle, yeah. A
totally
bicycle
normal.
doesn't even have an engine.
Yeah.
Usually I thought the thing had to have a motor.
No.
Huh.
I think you can get a DUI on a skateboard, I think.
Why?
Because
You're endangering yourself.
and others.
But a DUI, I thought, was connected to your driver's license, but that wouldn't have anything to do with if you were riding a bicycle around.
You could still probably lose your license even though you're not driving a car. Sanibel police made the arrest a Friday or two ago after spotting their suspect in the dark. Man on a bicycle was observed traveling on the roadway with no front or rear light. By the way, bike riders, the front and the rear light, they have to be there at night.
Yeah.
And if you don't have them, that's pretty much how people on bikes get pulled
Have
over.
you ever seen how when you're driving at night, every once in a while, somebody's riding a bike in that bike lane?
They come out of nowhere?
Yeah, they don't have any lights on. And you're like, whoa, my God.
Yeah.
Like, the last minute you see that there's a person there, it's
Now,
scary.
what if you don't have the backlight, but you have a very reflective vest on?
I don't know if
I
that
think
counts.
you need to have the backlight.
Damn it.
You could get pulled over by a cop for not having the lights on your bike?
Yes.
Man.
In fact, I've heard
Seems like
from
such a waste of time.
Yeah, because growing up as a kid, I rode my bike all the time, and I never had a light on the
Whoa,
thing.
rebel.
I didn't have anything on there, and I never got in trouble.
I've heard from police officers that are assigned to certain neighborhoods that's how they catch a lot of drug dealers.
Really?
Because they're riding around on bikes, and you
They're
can
not like top tier drug dealers if they're on a bike.
Yeah,
well.
this seems like
they're not top tier drug dealers if they can't afford a front and a back light for that bike.
That's the sign right there.
A 56-year-old man was visiting the island from Maryville, Tennessee. He was charged, police said. Records show he was booked in jail just after 1 a.m. Guy was partying. He was arrested for DUI. The suspect was...
That sucks, man, because he could have driven a car.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe he was assuming he was taking the safer route.
Yeah, somebody also says, Toast on Twitch says, if you get a BUI, like a DUI on a boat, you lose your driver's license. So, like, all those things are connected.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think any kind of driving under the influence, even if it's not a car, affects your driver's license.
Yeah.
Which is super weird.
Yeah.
But I've known people to get the bicycle BUI. What are you laughing at?
No, we're just...
We're both saying yeah
I
a
keep
lot.
saying yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nothing on you.
Yeah.
Just having a little inside.
Go ahead.
That's weird.
Go ahead.
Yep.
I've known somebody who's gotten a BUI, but not the boating one. My friend almost got the
On
boating
a bicycle?
Yeah.
It's just dumb to me. It seems like a waste of time.
It
You know
does
what?
seem like a waste.
I bet if you're doing it on a three-wheeled, like those big old people bikes, you wouldn't get one. Because it's the only way to determine someone's drunk on a bike is because they're swerving.
If somebody is in the bike lane on the road, maybe. I even think that's stupid. But if somebody's just like riding down a road in a neighborhood and they're on a bicycle and they don't have lights on the front and back, the idea that a cop would pull that person over seems like a waste in every way.
But you can.
I guess
It's
that's
the
how it
law.
is.
This is something that I think nope. Don't want to learn how this feels. But there is a guy who has been horrifying the internet. I sent you a link to this, Sean.
All right, let me take a look.
Eric Brewer has shared his experience of being, they say stung, but is it really a sting or is it a bite from this ant that they call the cow killer ant?
All right. Cow killer sounds bad.
It's a cow killer ant, and he shows off. Go below the video. Don't do the video. Right. There should be a picture of the. There we go.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
that's the bite he got there.
He's got a huge welt on his thigh.
Shave his inner thigh.
It's a little bit messy, but this thing did a number to his leg.
And this is one of those things where this happened to him in like July of 2020, and he's like shared it online and is just now going viral. Said, I rode my motorcycle to Publix on Route 27 in Davenport. As I dismounted my bike, I took 1 or 2 steps. I was stung. It felt like someone burning me with a cigarette on my inner right thigh. I immediately slapped my leg, and the insect fell out of my pant leg. These are velvet ants, is what they're called.
I never even heard of them before.
Never heard of a velvet ant. The worst ant I could think of is the fire ant, but this is known as the cow killer ant. It's a family of insects that can be found throughout North America, despite their name. They're actually a family of wasps, which is why they're saying stung and not bitten. The wingless female bears more resemblance to an ant than the winged, striped yellow jackets that we know.
I put this up on the See It Now section of the News Junkie app. Since it's a visual, you can take a peek at it there.
In Pinellas Park, Father of the day. Man was arrested for child neglect after his 9-year-old was found with meth in his school backpack. The investigation began when school
What do
administrators
you mix that up with?
told deputies.
Applesauce?
It would probably make it go down easier, I would think. They say the child handed his teacher 2 clear plastic baggies with a crystal-like substance inside. Child said he was looking for a piece of candy when he found the baggies his dad put in his backpack. After testing, detectives determined the baggies contained 9 grams of methamphetamine.
That's a lot of meth.
That would have rocked that kid's world.
The entire recess yard. Are you kidding me?
He's just zipping around the playground, 900 miles an hour.
This does not need to be a thing, but apparently it is, and it's on TikTok right now. But It's prom season, and some high schoolers are bringing goats to prom.
Why?
Bad idea.
Live goats.
Why?
Doesn't say why, although this article from I know it's Playa, but it looks like playa993.com.
All day, son.
Says this is really happening, and we have what?
I'm watching this kid. He's in his like fancy car, and he's got a goat that he brought to the prom, and he's doing like poses and stuff with it.
Is that supposed to be his date?
Yeah, this is the guy right here. Hold on. It cuts to him in a second. He's in his car. He's got a nice car. He's in the front seat. And he's showing up at prom, and then it shows him with a goat he brought along with him.
It says high school seniors in class of 2023 prom attendees from around the country are jumping onto this trend. Looks like it got its start in West Palm Beach, Florida. And it's not just having your prom pictures taken with a goat, bringing the goat to prom. And the reason, at least according to this website, is Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
Oh.
Yes.
Like greatest of all time goat?
Oh, the
Yes.
goat. Oh, I
and because
get
they're
it.
the class of...
2023, and he's number 23?
It's a stretch, man.
That's a lot.
Even saying it out loud, when you like figure it out in your head, you're like, that's
It's not obvious.
It's definitely not obvious. The high school seniors, one of them, Jermarcus Askew of West Palm Beach, he rented a goat named Nija from a.
Oh, you can rent a goat.
Yeah, you rent the. He rented
very
the goat
acreage.
from a local
It is.
farmer for $100.
That's not a
And
bad deal.
It says although they looked amazing together, the goat did not make it actually inside the prom venue.
Next year, though.
Dude, your birthday. I'm renting a goat.
Rent a goat for, it's only $100 for the whole day?
Yeah.
That's a good deal. I would do that.
You would do that?
Yeah.
So you want that for your birthday?
It's going to
A
crap all over the studio.
Yeah, but they're little pellets. Those are easy on a vacuum.
If Elvis is here, he's going to lose his mind. Possibly.
I'm doing it.
It's a possibility.
I know somebody that can get you a goat.
You got a goat guy?
No, but I know somebody that has a goat guy.
You know somebody that knows somebody that has a goat guy.
I know somebody that I'm pretty sure the supervillains had a live goat on their tour rider.
Nice.
And only one time has somebody
provided it.
But it happened. Over in St. Pete, they had a huge bust, a massive street bust over street racing. They're saying it's going to serve as a wake-up call to citizens in the area. Assistant Police Chief Antonio Gilliam announced on Monday that 69 people were arrested in a street takeover. They say it was their most aggressive bust like this to date. Officers said they had arrived to find dozens of people gathered around this parking lot between buildings, watching drivers do donuts and burnouts in the inner circle. And among them, there was a couple that was also charged with child endangerment because they brought their infant daughter and 3-year-old son
genius.
to the street racing event.
You get arrested just for going to watch?
Because they had the kid there, it's child endangerment, I think, is what they were going for.
That's a stretch.
Was the kid in one of the cars?
And I guess just
Driving,
watching.
yeah.
It's crazy to do these things when they do them like right in the middle of intersections and stuff.
All right. I think Biggest Balls Award go to this person for This Week in Florida this
Me?
week.
Thank you very much.
No, not you.
No, I don't think you want that.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office deputies arrested 2 men this week. They said they stole a car that they rented that was towed to an impound lot. So they rented the car. They're hanging out in Key West. Car gets towed by the tow lot.
And they steal it from the tow lot?
Yeah, they stole it
stole
back.
their own rented car back?
Rory Peter Stein from Australia and Stephen George Yetman from Boston have since been released from Monroe County Jail. When deputies pulled them over, they're wearing the same clothes as the men showed on footage, entering the lot and retrieving the stolen rental vehicle. Well, stealing the rental vehicle that had been towed from them.
It's complicated, but I hear you.
But they went to jail for it, and they'll be paying probably some huge fines for that. And last but not least, this week in Florida, after being caught with a bag of heroin, a drug suspect told police that his family, quote, sent it to him from Guatemala and that he thought it was chili powder, end quote. Daniel Asensio Barrera was pulled over Thursday evening as he drove in Clearwater, Florida, initially arrested for driving with a permanently revoked license. Didn't know you could get that.
That's when you have racked up some really big charges.
So there's a lot of bicycle deweys to get to your permanently revoked
I
license.
change your name.
I think it would be like 5 or 6. It wouldn't matter if you change your name because I think it would follow your new name. But I think it would have to be like 5 DUIs or something to make it so you'd never drive again.
Along with the driving count, after being read his Miranda rights, he reportedly stated the family had sent him this chili powder from Guatemala. which was in fact heroin. He also got a narcotics trafficking rap. The combined bond for the two felonies, $55,000. And that's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. When we come back, we got our friend Mo DeWitt joining us here shortly on the show.
Oh, he's got a decision to make.
Where he's going to sit? You know what?
What do you mean? He can't sit in this regular spot?
We got too many moving pieces there. We'll put Mo on the couch for today before we try out this other microphone here.
The old one.
That's set up a different way now. Anyhow, when we come back, some people out there are getting zombied. You don't want to be zombied, or maybe you do. We'll find out what that means. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Watch out for an accident causing delays on State Road 417 heading southbound before mile marker 7. The right lane is blocked. There's delays due to an accident on State Road 429 heading northbound between Clarkona and Orange Blossom Trail. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome at the end of your first year. They automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you've earned, doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously, though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
This week on Leguizamo Does America, John Leguizamo heads to Washington, D.C. to explore Latino representation within our government. Leguizamo Does America. All new episodes Sunday, April 30th at 10 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC and streaming on Peacock.
After an accident, it's important to hire an attorney right away. Evidence can disappear quickly. Sure, you could wait to hire an attorney later and see how things turn out, but delays never make a case better. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Hear that? That's the sound of someone experiencing Marco's new bold Magnifico pizzas. Enjoy 2 kinds of pepperoni on the Pepperoni Magnifico. Revel in Old World sausage on the new Sausage Magnifico. And rejoice in harmonious layers of savory pepperoni and sausage on the new Ultimate Magnifico. Try new Magnifico pizzas starting at $9.99 at Marcos.com. Marcos. Pizza lovers, get it. Price and participation may vary. See store for details.
Spring is sprung and business is blooming. That means you could turn over a new leaf in a new Mitsubishi. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And I'm so excited about our spring sale, I wet my plants. This week, I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value for your old ride. So if the bloom is off the roads with your current car, buck up, Buttercup. In a 7-passenger, 5-star safety-rated 2023 Outlander starting at only $26,900. Or check out the 2023 Mirage, cleanest gas car in America. And for your peace of mind, all Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Do other dealers rake you through the mud over past credit mishaps? We're rooting for you. And our rates start at only $1.9. Plus, you could get way more than your car's worth. And drive a nicer, newer car today. But hurry, this deal will get picked over soon. I'm RC Hill Mitsubishi. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends April 30th, 2023. See dealer for details.
Ocean Bank is coming to Orlando. So we decided to bring you a break from the commercial break. Take this time to dream about how you would grow your business with Ocean Bank. Visit us at oceanbank.com. Ocean Bank. Member FDIC.
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about Supplemental Security Income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older. or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Take life by the chip and dip it with 2 for $20 weekends at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 full-sized entrees, a large dip and chips, and 2 drinks for just $20. Friday through Sunday, smack my and call me Sally for a limited time only at Tijuana Flats.
If you love Florida and you love fun, then might I suggest you pick up a rod and reel and go fishing? Because here in the Sunshine State, fishing, fun, and Florida just go together. And you know what else goes with fishing, fun, and Florida? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L. That's right, a license. Getting your fishing license opens up a whole lot of fun and new memories, and it's never been easier to get one. Just visit fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com to order yours. And before you know it, you'll be more relaxed than you can even imagine. Casting your line in your local fishing hole, propping your feet up in that rental rowboat, and of course, catching the big one. So go to fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com. Then plan your escape, because fishing is a great way to connect with family, friends, and of course, nature. Your fishing license is just a few clicks away. Order yours today at fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com and enjoy all the fishing, fun, and Florida you deserve.
A1Garage.com, A1 from day one.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Stop on by Mazda at the Daytona Auto Mall today at I-95 and LPGA, or shop online at DaytonaMazda.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
DeWitt's with us today. Mo, how are you? How are things?
Doing just dandy, sir.
Good. Good to hear. Hope everything is well over at the DeWitt Law Firm. You keeping everybody in order, keeping them working, grinding away.
They're there. The beatings will continue.
Joshua Fowler is being a grade A employee, I would hope. We've got some stuff to talk about, legal and otherwise, with our friend Mo DeWitt here in just a moment. But I wanted to share something with you guys. You know how bad, in particular, Sabrina and I do not like to fly. C-Lane has not a care in the world.
Love it.
He's just chilling in the air, even if there's turbulence, even if there's something wrong. Mo couldn't care less either. He's flying his own plane. He's not worried about it.
I take a lot of sedatives before that.
The more you
Before you fly your plane?
Probably shouldn't admit to that on air.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
The more you fly, does it make you more comfortable with flying in like turbulence and stuff?
Yeah, for the most part, because you start to understand it. You know what it is, where it's coming from.
Mhm.
Like, you know, if typically, like, at least the plane that I'm flying in, when you're going faster and you just go through rough air, you hit harder turbulence. So if you go through clouds, you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, there'll be one that catches you off guard. But for the most part, once you kind of understand it, at least to me, it makes it more comfortable.
Have you ever been through really bad turbulence in your plane?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh.
We were coming back from Tampa the other night, and it was completely smooth. I think I was actually asleep. The pilot was flying.
Oh my God, I could never fall asleep on a plane.
And he was just, you know, he was descending, but he was going too fast, and he just hit a patch of rough air. And it was, yeah, it woke us all up. Oh, yeah.
So I will say, with the exception of during that one moment where C-Lane, you were on the flight, and for whatever reason, the Toyota Corolla of the sky, when you turn off the autopilot and made that, which in movies means that the plane is going down.
Yeah, it means everybody's about to die.
But I will say, in the smaller plane, that was the most comfortable I had felt, because when I was in the cockpit next to the pilot, not only could I hear everything, but I could see the checklist and understand what was going on.
I like that too.
Versus
you can see a lot more of what's going on
the giant commercial flights where I'm like, I don't understand and what's going on and we're dying.
Part of the anxiety comes from the mystery and the lack of control. When you're on the flight, you're like, why isn't the pilot talking to us right now? And meanwhile, I look around, I'm like, nobody else seems to care about this.
Yeah,
so
when
much.
you can look over and see the pilot's like perfectly calm, you're like, that's reassuring. I'm okay here.
That's the trick. Or the flight attendants are chill. They're just
There was
talking
one
with each
flight where
other.
the flight attendant was not chill.
Then
and they're like, everyone needs to sit down right now. We're
Freak
not giving out drinks.
So look at this, okay? For those of you watching, I'll put this up on See It Now for everybody else. But for those of you watching, this is somebody who's about to take off on a Spirit Airlines plane. Spirit Airlines, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if you guys need some help, if you need some investments or whatever. But they look out the window and they see a Spirit Airlines employee literally duct taping the wing together. And on this side of the plane, on the wing, they're just rolling out duct tape to keep things together, ? And they filmed this at the Nashville International Airport. And that's a maintenance worker, I guess. I don't know if duct tape is approved for this use. I know it works for lots of things.
I'm not an aviation mechanic. I just signed up for the Spirit Airlines little flight club thing. I might have to revoke my membership.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to him
Bring
about
some
this.
duct tape with you.
It said somebody who's recording it could be heard saying, "This is the reason I don't fly with Spirit. Just duct tape their planes together bit by bit. I don't care if it's an aviation plane tape or anything else. The fact that you have to tape the plane together and then you're doing it while people are on the flight, like we cannot see you, is unacceptable." And they said, "Southwest, here I come." They're headed over there. I get the idea that there's some flights that are even worse. What's the one that has such a bad rep? I don't know if they deserve it or not. Silver Airlines, is that what it is?
Yeah, I was going to let you say it. I refuse to fly Silver, but that's due to some
the one
personal
that I flew
experiences.
on.
Yeah, why are they so bad? Why?
Well, they're a decent time.
I mean, you can do decent flights. So I flew them 3 times. Once we got canceled for one reason. Second time, somebody overslept, so the plane was like 2 hours late. And the third time, we did an emergency landing, and that's when I said I've had enough of you guys.
Yeah. Where was the emergency landing?
So we were leaving Marsh Harbor in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And we were like halfway over the ocean, and there was smoke in the cabin.
Oh my God.
So we had to turn around, which I was like, why don't you we're halfway, just go to Fort Lauderdale or something.
Wait, hold on. You're thinking that instead of freaking out that there's smoke in the cabin?
I was freaking out, don't get me wrong. And that was like the longest 30-minute return flight I've ever been on.
Yeah.
And then we landed. It was fine. But
were people on the plane freaking out as well because this was going down?
Yeah, I think they were. And then the flight attendant was a very flamboyant gay man.
Yeah.
Who was completely freaking out, which did not help anybody's nerves.
Oh, no! It makes it so much funnier.
Nothing to do with his homosexuality, I'm sure.
Well, I just wanted to give the listeners the style of the freak out.
Yeah, I get it, man. I just remember I've only really been in one big moment where it seemed like everything was going wrong and like we could possibly die. And in that moment, I was chill. I didn't care at all. And it was because I was younger. I was like maybe 10 or 11 or something. I've told this story before, but for those of you who didn't hear, my family, we used to drive all the way to Vermont every time we would go from Florida to Vermont because my mom could not fly. She just couldn't do it. And one time we would stop at all these stupid roadside places, and we went to a thing called Lookout Mountain.
Okay.
And on Lookout Mountain, they have this little...
Lookout Mountain, here I come.
They have a little trolley that goes up it, and you take the trolley up to the top of the mountain, and then when we're on the way down, the trolley's coming down, and there was a wire next to the trolley, and it just started smashing into the trolley. And the windows were breaking out on the side of the trolley, and it would smash again, and we were shaking around in the sky. And I'm just chill, and I'm looking around, and everybody's crying and praying, and I was just like, whoa, this is interesting. And that's when I told you we survived.
And then you got in deep trouble because you left the crayons on the dashboard and it melted everywhere.
I left like 6 or 7 crayons on the dashboard and it melted in this pool. We had just almost died, and my dad's like, "You little son of a bitch!" And I was like, "Dad, we survived a traumatic thing there."
Smells like an Audi.
And so here I am. I made it through that at least. Just don't go on that if you ever go to Lookout Mountain.
I think there were a handful of people, Moses, that attended your wedding that had flew that airline that were like garbage.
Yeah, at the time that was like the only way to get there. There's actually a video online of two people having sex on a Silver airplane. It went viral for a while. I forget.
How'd you stumble on this?
It was posted, but because their seats are very distinguished, if you've been on the plane, you know exactly what airline it is because they're like bright pink seats.
Oh, is it really?
Wow.
Yeah. They picked pink. Their name is Silver, and they picked pink for the seats.
It's the brightest airline.
Missed
Sticky.
opportunity right there. Okay, you can join us on the show today if you'd like to. Send us whatever's on your mind. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. You don't have to wait on the phones or anything. We have dispatches. You can record one right from the website, from your phone, from your laptop, or from the News Junkie app. Find that all at thenewsjunkie.com right now.
I'll be damned. June 2018, New York Post, horny couple joins Mile High Club in full view of passengers.
They just went for it right
I
on
do
this?
not tell a lie, sir.
This is an airline that just lets things fly, I guess. And no pun
Well, except
intended.
for the airplane.
Yeah, they're barely hanging in the sky there. So I said, getting zombied is the new thing that people are talking about. Probably 3 people are talking about
Like
this.
a dating term?
Yeah, getting zombied, like getting ghosted, but it's a new version of this, which I can totally see this happening. So let's say you meet somebody on a dating app, and Hinge, I don't know what everybody's on, and you go out on a date, things go well, you hook up with this person, and then you talk, maybe you go on another date or two, and then you get ghosted. That means the person no longer responds to you. It's like they've disappeared. You don't hear from them again. Getting zombied means that the person went quiet for a couple of months and then maybe got horny and was going through their options, and they're like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And it's as if they're back from the dead and they've returned to try to get some action from you.
Sounds like that person is booty grazing.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing here.
Booty grazing.
This is just another
You don't
name
know about
for it.
booty grazing?
No.
That's where.
Do you know about booty grazing?
It's where you. It's where you like text a whole bunch of women at the same time, or men. Like a sup,
Yeah.
You know what's going on?
Just kind of poking, see what's going on.
and then based on your responses, you choose from there.
Yeah, and this is something that I'm not familiar with, obviously, but
I feel
don't
like
get
I've,
zombied.
I've done it like once or twice.
You've zombied?
The
Or booty grazed.
Or booty grazed. But if they don't answer within like the 15 minutes before I fall asleep, then I'm like, I guess we're done here.
That
and I go
is
back
weird.
to being dead.
What about the next day? Isn't it awkward? Are you still
I
continuing?
don't
to come-
answer, then I ghost again.
Oh, okay. See, I don't have this scenario going on. Do you have a lot of people that are on your phone that you could graze from?
No, I said like I only did it like once, but I
Oh.
do remember, in the time that I was violently horny,
Jesus.
that I'm like, if you can't get to my house in 15 minutes, then I'm going night-night. I'm
Next
having my
time,
snack.
just get on a Silver airline and
I suppose.
and have at it. Do your thing. Let's hear from a couple of you. You can work your way here on the show. We're looking for our dispatch of the week. Anyhow, maybe it will be you. Let's see what we got here. Here's Biker Mike with a story about a Middle Eastern flight that did not go well.
Good afternoon, News Junkies.
Hey!
I was on a flight one time from Dubai to Kuwait when I was back in the military, and on our way back, we hit some really bad turbulence. The flight attendant sits down next to me, and he says, "Are you scared?" And I go, "No, not really. I'm used to turbulence all the time." And then he goes, "Well, at least if we crash and die, we won't be scared, right?" I'm sure it's something that you're really supposed to say to one of your passengers on your flight, but whatever. Here we are today, so no worries. All right, y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, Biker Mike. Yeah, I don't want to hear that from a flight attendant. I'd rather not.
I want to hear it from the pilot.
Yeah,
that's when you know you're in for a fun ride.
Mo, what would happen if we were on your plane? Sabrina's sitting in one of the passenger seats, and she eats a bunch of popcorn and just drops it all over the floor of your plane.
Never do that, by the way.
And then demands that the plane staff then clean up this popcorn mess that's left behind. This has been a huge argument over the last couple of weeks of who's responsible for cleaning up that mess.
Well, I'm flattered that you think my plane has a staff.
There's got to be somebody.
It's just
nobody.
They can get a little
Hand
dust buster
vacuum.
and vacuum that thing out of there.
It seems like a pretty easy problem to solve.
Pretty easy,
But
we've had worse problems.
the flight attendants are they're fed up with this stuff. So they want to start a war here, I think. And you got to clean your stuff up. We'll go over now to here's Daytona Squid.
Hey, Junkies, I was reviewing the shows all this week, and I just had to dispatch in and kind of like a fact check Friday, and I just can't believe you guys were
Saturday,
incredibly all week long. So perfect.
Yes.
Awesome job, guys.
Look at that.
Happy
because
Friday.
I was out for 2 days.
0 stories wrong, he says, on Fact Check Friday. No,
What'd
it
you
wasn't.
guys do?
Wasn't because you weren't here.
I was very sick.
He's just. I could tell you were sick. I hear it in your voice still.
It's my bad.
Yeah. I mean, I thought at first you were kind of laying down the excuse pipeline, and
Because of the hangover, and I mean, trust me, I think I just ignored my sickness, but I felt dead Wednesday and Thursday.
But on your birthday at the strip club, did you have a good time?
Great time.
Yeah.
Great time. Fell in love. 3 different people.
Did you really?
Oh my gosh, it was wonderful because it was considered a slow night at Dancers.
Yeah.
But it wasn't slow for us. I mean, I think
Did you get some numbers?
a good chunk. Absolutely not. I didn't even get their real names.
Oh.
You went to Dancers without me?
Oh yes. Moses.
I'm very upset
Check
with you,
your
Sabrina.
phone.
Uh-huh.
But I will say that we are now in a financial position in which we need a month to recover from.
Yeah,
Because out of the stacks. They were very.
How much money do
excited
you
we were
think you
there.
went through?
Hundreds.
Like
Hundreds.
over 500?
No,
Little under 500.
a little under 500.
Oh my God.
But it's all for the well-being of them.
It's for the kids.
Yeah, you're
absolutely.
helping out the economy, really.
We had a great time though, and a big shout out to Dancers because they made me feel like a special birthday girl.
Well, that's nice. And we're glad to have you back here. I hope you feel better.
And my super mega desk.
Quick break. We are back with Jury Duty with our friend Mo DeWitt's. Got some big questions for him, and you don't want to miss this. If you have any questions, go over to thenewsjunkie.com, record a dispatch. We'll play it from Mo next. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need.
Really?
Don't ask how. Just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fresh from Florida.
There was no draft day drama in Carolina as Bryce Young predictably goes number 1. In the end, his smaller size didn't matter to the Panthers. Just watch the tape. At Bama, he was the best against the best teams and clearly the top prospect in this class. Smart, accurate, agile, poised, and with a great staff around Young, don't be shocked if the Panthers are playoff bound next year. Seriously. I'm Colin Cowherd.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now for all your favorite homemade recipes. Ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
One of the favorite things that I love about That Mortgage Guy Don from thatmortgageguydawn.com is the fact that I can hear him every Saturday morning right here on Real Radio 104.1. That's right. Each week on Saturday mornings, Don and his crew, they're answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're busy on Saturday mornings, don't you worry. You can listen to all the informative episodes, over 180 to be exact, right there on thatmortgageguydawn.com, or, of course, wherever you download podcasts. Just search the Home Loans Radio Show with That Mortgage Guy Don. Now, That Mortgage Guy Don, he's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the real mortgage process because, hope you're sitting down, he wants you to know how it works. That's right. He has your best interest in mind. Don is a mortgage broker. He's not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. So if you have a quote already, get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguydawn.com. Hit the compare button, upload your quote, and review it today. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguydawn.com.
You probably already know that Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. But now we have a chance for you to earn $5,000. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you the keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win.
With 13 chances every weekday, you have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand.
However, if you listen to Real Radio on our free iHeartRadio app, you can earn $5,000. Always remember, if you get the call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors. But it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas. And next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
Get ready to roll through McDonald's with the crew. Free up those cup holders, because any size, any flavor is the vibe, and you're getting all the drinks. Make it a tasty frozen Coke, a fun frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, a cool frozen Sprite Limonade, a delicious Southern-style sweet tea, or a bold McCafe iced coffee. So many flavors. Any size is just $1.99. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
When we made our McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets, you were praise hands emoji. Then we ran out, and you were streaming tears emoji. Now they're back, so you can be grinning face with sweat emoji. Order ahead on the McDonald's app.
But they're only back for a limited time, so make like a lightning emoji and get yours fast. Order ahead on the app and get 30% off when you spend $5 or more using mobile order and pay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 4/1/23 through 4/30/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Limited time only. Excludes tax.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way! Are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment to get started, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Down payments vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
We're in it for the likes. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Just a moment with our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
Nice guy.
He's a great man, fantastic attorney. And if you are injured on the go, you just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or you can go to justcallmo.com. Mo, we were just talking about something. Let's just jump into
Answers?
this. This is something that just came up on the show moments ago. But C-Lane was telling us in This Week in Florida that you can get a DUI on a bike, on a bicycle, which to me was weird because it doesn't have like any sort of engine or anything. It doesn't seem like you're that much of a risk. Is this something that is common, or how does it affect your driver's license, all that stuff?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Any vehicle, motorized or not, that has wheels, you can get a DUI on. The only exception is a rail car, because of the way the law is written. It's typically a rail car you cannot get a DUI on.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could be hammered.
Wait, what? A rail car?
Because it has the direction for you?
I guess so. I mean, it's just the way the statute was written. Now, I'm sure there's maybe railway DUIs, not my area, but I'm sure if the conductor of a train is hammered, that's probably an issue somewhere.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of law in the books somewhere.
When you say rail car, I'm envisioning that old cartoon thing.
That's exactly what I envision,
where there's,
too.
where there's, it's like you're
got
using a teeter-totter to move it.
And you're hammered the whole time, just going down the tracks.
If I'm going to enjoy myself doing it, I might as well be.
Yeah. There's a couple of other cases that are of interest here. One that we'll mention real quick that we just talked about was in West London. They're making this apartment building. And forget the fact that it's in London. Let's imagine somebody tried to do it in the United States. The apartment building is for women only. The entire thing is just for women. And they said if a woman who lives there marries a man, he too can be at the apartment building. But otherwise, you can't, as a guy, just rent out one of these units or buy one of these units in this building. If that was done in the U.S., would that be like a housing discrimination thing, or?
Probably. I mean, obviously you can do like senior living, right? Because normally you can't discriminate based on age, but there's some exceptions for senior living facilities and things like that. 55 and up communities, those have all been upheld. Here you'd be discriminating based on gender to some degree and marital status, I assume.
Yeah.
So yeah, there'd probably be some issues with the discrimination aspect of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously something that I haven't ever heard of anybody trying around here. It's interesting that you bring up the assisted living facilities. Can't just be like 22 years old and roll up to one of these places.
I mean, my dream is to move down south, move into a retirement community, play golf every day.
There was a documentary.
Do you golf, Moses? No, but I can ride in the car.
Yeah,
he just wants to cruise around the neighborhood. There was a documentary that I saw one time by, I think it was Andrew Jenks. Have you guys ever heard of that guy? He worked on MTV. He had a show called World of Jenks, I believe is what it was.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of him.
He did a documentary.
I do not remember this guy, and I watched a whole lot of MTV.
Oh, let me see if I can pull this up, because he did this crazy documentary about this very thing. And what he did was he decided to check himself in. Oh, it's called Room 335. And he went to an assisted living facility and checked himself in as one of the patients there. And they let him do it, and they let him film it. And he's like having fun, singing songs with all the old people, and it's kind of sweet. And then there's this one old lady who keeps looking at him from across the room. And it's like late at night, and he's walking through some of the hallways, and you hear the old lady again. She's like, Andrew. And he goes over to her, and she's sitting in this chair, and she has oxygen on and in her nose. And she's like, turn it off.
Oh, God. That was real.
She asked him to turn the oxygen machine off. And he's like sitting there in the moment going, what do I do here? And it was just like the juxtaposition of being somebody young and living in that kind of world was insane to me. What was the other thing you were going to say, C-Line? I'm sorry. I thought you were going to ask a question before. It's probably gone from your mind.
Totally forgot.
I babbled for far too long. But anyhow, there is a thing called the RAP Act, Mo. Have you heard of these before?
Where I'm not.
This, you know the basis of it, though. This is where they keep pushing through these things that will make it tough to have rap lyrics as part of a court case.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, they've done this in different states here and there. And to me, it's kind of weird to have something like this. If somebody has a rap song, and in the rap song, they're like, I'm a gangster, I'm a thug, shoot 'em up, whatever, who knows. General stuff. Fine. General stuff, fine. But if a guy has a rap song and he's like, I killed Dave Thomas, shot him in the
Wendy's
face.
Guy?
he's a huge fan of McDonald's.
Burgers, got murdered.
And he said, like, flat out, you say the person's name, you're like, I murdered this person. The idea that you'd be like, you can't use these lyrics in court seems stupid to me, because that seems like evidence. That seems like something you could use.
Is that not artistry?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, but if you write a screenplay
Mhm.
in which you, it's a horror film and it's like Saw, and you have depicted the heinous murders of 3 people, and then years later they discover bodies that have been murdered in a similar fashion. They immediately assume it was the screenplay writer that
This
committed these murders.
literally just happened to a woman who killed a guy, and she had written a book called How to Kill Your Husband
That
or
is correct.
something.
That is correct.
And they used this against her in court to show that she was maybe capable of this. I think going after anybody for a song that has generalities, like doing drugs, even saying I shot somebody or whatever, if you're not specifically mentioning a person's name, but at some point it could come to evidence, if you start talking about specifics.
Yeah, I mean, I think there it's all about the context, right? So the problem is when prosecutors use it out of context and don't reveal, hey, here's the full song, here's the artistic expression. He's an artist, he sings or raps about, things that he sees in the community. That doesn't mean that he actually does them or participates in them. And as long as you can explain that to a jury, I think, it's up to them to weigh the evidence and look at the evidence as a whole. But certainly just because somebody, if they were an actor and they're saying, oh, I killed this person as part of a scene, you have to explain the context of that video if you're going to introduce that to a jury. So I think that's really the concern there.
Yeah, as long as it would have to be fair, which is a tough thing to do. I also wanted to ask you, while we have some time here, Mo, I saw that Ed Sheeran, his trial is going on this week.
Oh, yeah, I saw a little bit of that.
It's the copyright trial.
Wait, it's being televised?
I don't know. I haven't watched.
No, I just saw some articles about like some coverage on it.
And is it Marvin Gaye or something?
Yeah.
They say they're trying to say that
or something.
Yeah, and they did a couple of things that Celine knows what I'm talking about. The YouTube video they played, Axis of something.
Axis of Awesome.
Axis of Awesome, where they show that these 4 chords are used in like every song you could think of. They played that for the jury in this case, which I thought was interesting. But here's what I had never seen before. Ed Sheeran is up there testifying, and they gave him a guitar. And he started playing and singing a little bit and showing people like how he does songwriting and whatnot.
Just wooing the jury.
And that's what I thought immediately. I was like, that's got to be a tactic to woo the jury.
Could you imagine being on that jury and you're getting a little private Ed Sheeran concert? That's
you
dope.
hold the flashlight on your phone, along with it.
What do you prove in that point, though? It's like, well, he sounds like he wrote it because of how good it sounds.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like great.
understand.
It's totally just meant to make the jury feel like they're having fun, I think.
I think it's hilarious. This is the first I've heard of them actually using that Axis of Awesome video in the court of law, but it's smart. And if I were the Axis of Awesome, I would be flattered.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and it's pretty powerful to see that, hey, these 4 chords played this way.
Yeah.
It's so many songs. And that's why it becomes difficult in the legal world to prove like what influenced what and what constitutes like stealing from another creator. It's a weird, weird world to navigate. Join us here on the show. Send us a dispatch. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch today. Mo, the other weird area, and this is like completely unplowed territory right now.
Plow it up.
We had
Plow that field.
Did you hear the AI of Drake?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And like, not the worst thing. Some people were crapping on it, but it sounded like Drake. It sounded like it could have been him. Who was the other person who was featured on that?
I think it was Kanye, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no, there was one of
Kanye
Kanye
was one,
singing.
and then The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Oh,
It was Drake and The Weeknd. And there's been various other songs that are AI that have come out. And Universal Music, I believe, they went after people who were posting this online, and they got a copyright takedown, even though it wasn't really their artist. And even though they had nothing to do with the creation of the song.
It wasn't even a copywritten work, was it?
No, it wasn't, because it was a new AI creation, but it utilized
the likeness.
The
of
likeness of the voice of those people. Is there any established law on this crap?
Way.
No, not that I'm aware of yet. I mean, there certainly will be, and obviously it's kind of a dangerous territory at this point where you can do, deep fakes or deep fake voices, and you can essentially create works based on a prominent public figure or artist without their permission or consent, and people really can't tell the difference to some degree. So
that's wild.
But there was something when it came to copyright or likeness flags when it came to people like Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator in a commercial.
Yeah.
in which
all celebrity
some of
voices
them-
are impersonated or
yeah,
whatever.
where it got shut down because it sounded just like him.
Right. And
Regardless
so-
of him not working in a car dealership in the middle of nowhere.
And so that's a fine line between parody and imitation, right? So, I mean, if you're doing a parody of something where you have, like Arnold Schwarzenegger being on SNL, like the Pump You Up skit, obviously, that's a parody. He's not going to go sue and say you're using my likeness. But when you're having somebody who sounds just like Arnold Schwarzenegger in a commercial for a car dealership, now it could be construed, even though it's maybe a reach, it could be construed that he's now doing ads for the car dealership.
Somebody's dumb enough to be
Is there a difference in how it's accessed? Like for a commercial in a car dealership, like they're trying to gain sales from it. SNL, you could turn on your TV with your antenna. You didn't pay for that program.
Well, I think it's more of the I mean, SNL is obviously for profit as well, but when you're using it for an advertisement like that,
Like a spokesman,
an endorsement, that's where it becomes a harder standard to say that it's parody.
Yeah. All right. Quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You got a lot to say, so we're going to hear from you. Also, how has it been going since Tucker Carlson split with Fox News? The ratings are in. I'll tell you what's happening. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
5-4 is a part of your travels. This afternoon, you can expect delays heading eastbound between US 27 and after Osceola Polk Line Road. There's slowdowns on I-4 westbound between Rural Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. And congestion on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new Rechargers are handcrafted energy drinks to help you power through your day. Made the way you want, iced or frozen, with natural sources of caffeine. Get energy for every day. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Gabriel Iglesias on April 28th and April 29th.
Wow, thank you. Man, where were you guys when I was in court?
Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail server, and wait staff, food runners, and dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to getrefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
I want to send out a gigantic welcome to Orlando to our friends over at Life Imaging FLA. They've been in South Florida for a few years now, saving people's lives with early detection with their heart and body scan. Man, the minute I heard about these guys, I was automatically intrigued. Lost my mom and my uncle to diseases they didn't even know they had. Early detection could have really helped them extend their lives. It really started making me and my wife both pay attention. After finding out that 1 in 3 people will die from heart disease, and in 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death, it took me no time at all to realize Life Imaging FLA is where I need to be. And right now they're giving out free heart scans. And speaking of the scan, it takes 10 minutes or so and you don't even have to get undressed. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan now. From your cell phone, call pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan and you'll be connected in seconds. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Calling all weekend warriors. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats, get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20. Choose from your Tex-Mex favorites like Dos Tacos, burritos, and more. Enjoy 2 for 20 weekends for a limited time. Only at Tijuana Flats.
I can't wait for what's next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, apixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
This Friday through Sunday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all shorts for the whole family. That's 50% off all shorts. But hurry, it's this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 4/28 to 30. Excludes in-store clearance, active licensed pajama and loungewear.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
We'll get to your dispatches in just a moment. You can join us that way by going to thenewsjunkie.com and recording your dispatch. Well, they got rid of Tucker Carlson this week.
Oh.
And it looks like, Mo, that might have been as a result of that gigantic settlement, which I think was the biggest in the history of media.
Biggest defamation case.
Yeah, the biggest defamation case in media history.
So almost $1 billion, wasn't
Yeah, $800,000. And in that case,
million.
Oh, I'm sorry, $800 million, nearly $1 billion.
Couple zeros
Sounds
shy
good
there.
at math.
Yeah, I've got that wrong, but 800 billion is the number, somewhere around there. When that happens, does Fox News just like transfer a wire payment to Dominion and go, here's $800 million?
Probably.
That's a lot.
Or, I mean, maybe they sent a paper check. I mean,
they're not PayPaling this.
It's not installments by any chance?
Yeah, it might have to get a plan.
mean, it could be. It's possible that they settled as and did a structured settlement, but it doesn't seem that way. It seems like it's a lump sum payment.
Yeah, the worst part about all of that, and it's one of the reasons why they settled, was the discovery process.
Damn it, Moses! You said structured settlement, and now the J.G. Wentworth song is in my head.
It's my money, and I want it now.
In these cases, you get to do discovery, and that means you get to dig into emails, text messages, anything that you think might be related to this. And it's kind of embarrassing when some of that stuff comes out.
It can certainly be invasive.
And then you end up going to the very end here and settling. Is it when you're doing any kind of deal like that, you got a case is ongoing, there's a jury and all this stuff, but then you reach a settlement in the middle of it. Is that done with the judge present? Like, does the judge have to be there while you're making the deal?
Typically, they're not there when you're making the deal. Now, depending what kind of court you're in, like in federal court, they have what we call a magistrate mediation program, where a magistrate judge kind of helps mediate the case a little bit to try to get a resolution. Again, depending on the court, you may have to get the settlement approved by the court, especially if it involves a minor. You basically almost always have to get it approved by the court if it's a substantial sum. So sometimes the judges do have to approve the settlements, but they're typically not part of the settlement process.
They try to keep their hands off of it.
Well, the idea is that settlement conversations are supposed to be confidential because you don't want the judge to be persuaded either way. You don't want the judge to think, oh, well, this person was really unreasonable during the settlement negotiations, so I'm going to rule against them.
Right.
The judge is supposed to make a decision based on the evidence before them, so they're really not supposed to be privy to those conversations, and certainly the jury's not supposed to be privy to that.
I can't imagine being in the room, though, and they're like, we want $800 billion. And you're like, well, $800 million. I can't land on this number. $800 million. And you're like, all right, that sounds like a deal. Let's do that. We'll do that just to get the hell out of this. And after that,
maybe they thought they could be on the line for much, much more.
Yeah, clearly they thought this was like the best bet for them. And so in the wake of that, maybe unrelated, maybe not, Tucker Carlson is let go from Fox News. And
Why
since
him,
then,
though, without the other personalities that were clearly part of it?
there's a bunch of different theories on why they kind of parted ways. One is he called his boss the C word in some text messages.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get Sabrina's answer on that because you weren't here. You ever called somebody the C word, like in a relationship?
Yes.
Oh. And what was the reaction to that?
It did not go well.
It
I was also called the C word, and it did not go well.
We were talking yesterday about how two people, possibly Tucker Carlson, and also this woman from ESPN, she got fired as well for calling her coworker the C word.
Oh, I saw that.
It's like this hits different when people hear this.
And then all the clips started coming out of that woman who was not acting in great broadcast favor.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the hiccup so bad.
Oh, no.
So sorry.
I wish I don't have the hiccup straw thing anymore.
Come on, man.
The thing that was guaranteed to get rid of
supposed to be part of the Ultra Mega Super Desk.
It didn't work out for me. But anyways, it's not working out on Fox News because they are seeing their audience leave. And they have got the hiccup. Is it a bad case of it?
It's so I've tried like the entire commercial break. I've been trying to get rid of them.
What have you done so far to get rid of them?
I looked. I did the breathing exercises.
Oh no!
I drank upside down. I don't know what it is.
No success. Even the drinking upside down didn't work.
Nothing.
Oh, you got to get scared. You have to be genuinely scared.
Someone scare me.
Moses has got to scare you.
I'm ready.
And if that works, then you owe him for that. Fox drew in 1.33 million viewers for substitute host Brian Kilmeade in the 8 p.m. hour this week. That is down 56% from the previous Wednesday, 3 million viewers. And my favorite thing is Newsmax is interested in hiring Tucker Carlson for
I'm so sorry. I'll move the mic.
For obvious reasons. And Newsmax can't pay Fox News money. Tucker Carlson was making about $20 million a year. So Newsmax has offered Tucker Carlson, not only can you do a show, you can run the whole network. They said you
that
can.
Still doesn't equate to $20 million. Does
no, they don't make enough money over there to pay him.
But you can have some fun.
Yeah, they're like, you can do whatever you want over here. Call it Tucker TV. Do anything that you want. Is that we're able to do, and he has not responded to that just yet. Another thing that we were talking about, we got the email yesterday. Somebody emailed and they said, keep me anonymous. But the bear that's been on the move throughout the city of Orlando.
Who did it?
Somebody hit the bear. They crashed into the bear.
They did it on purpose.
They crashed into it. It was on.
Tell me they didn't.
It doesn't say they did it on purpose, but they said the juvenile black bear was hit and killed by a car Thursday morning on Fairbanks Avenue. Said seeing all the flashing lights, Zoe Berger didn't know what to think on Wednesday night. We couldn't tell if it was an animal or person, blah, blah, blah. When she got closer, she saw a bear had been hit and killed. You got to hit a bear hard to kill that thing.
That's got to cause some damage to a vehicle, too.
It was a juvenile bear.
I know, but it was
big.
Still bigger than a dog. Or
I mean, you ever see a car hit a deer? I mean, it's got to be bigger than a deer, I would think.
Yeah, it's heavier, certainly.
Yeah.
Like just the
It
weight
did
of
look
it.
bigger than a deer.
Poor
It was a pretty
bear.
tiny bear.
It was not that small. When you were talking about the one we saw in the video running towards the stop
It was
sign?
size of a Great Dane, tops.
Oh, it had to be, I would say it was 300 pounds.
No, it was a juvenile bear.
Yeah,
It
but
was a brand new bear.
How much does a juvenile bear weigh, Sealand?
Yeah, off the top of your head.
How much does...
I think we carried.
Do we
Did we
even
carry the
call
hiccups?
it? Is it even
No.
called a juvenile bear?
Yeah, that's what it says in the story. It says the juvenile black bear. The juvenile
So,
black bear.
I will say, though, considering all of the media hype of this bear running around, that someone hit this on purpose.
You think they crashed into it purposely?
Yes, a hit and run.
What's
They
the?
didn't even stop for the bear?
That's
Unbelievable.
It's
That's
so
terrible.
rude. It's terrible because, and like, I watched on Fox 35, and everyone's super sad about it
Mm-hmm.
for
It
good
is pretty
reason.
bad. Yeah.
It's
All right.
sad. This is our, it was our downtown bear.
Black bear.
Oh, you got the info, Sealand?
Yeah. Cubs grow very quickly. They weigh about 80 pounds by the time they're a year old. Says another says about 70 pounds.
Oh, I
4
said
years
300.
old. Yeah, you did. 4 years old, 125 pounds.
Oh, so it's not. It was probably sub 100 pounds.
Less than a Great Dane.
But they plowed into it with this car and killed this poor thing.
They
And
should be put in jail for the rest of their life.
That's a very serious punishment for them. The lady who discovered it.
Really like this bear, don't you?
Said,
Yeah, of course I did.
very sad, very sad. I have a dog. I'm an animal lover, so I was like, oh no, why a bear? And she was quite sad that this happened. The car next to us hit it. They said, we just dodged the bear. R.I.P. Bear.
Rip Bear, you're dead now.
You did good while you were out there in the real world. We're going to hear from you in a moment here. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. Mo, what say we see what they're saying over there?
Ah!
All right.
I try to scare myself.
Somebody's got a
Scared
remedy
me.
for you. You want a remedy?
Yes, hit
All
it.
right, here. Green Panda.
Hey, Sabrina, for the hiccups, try a teaspoon of sugar. Have a great weekend,
Is that a
guys.
thing?
Yeah.
Teaspoon of sugar.
Yeah, that's all that's stuck in my head right now. That one and
What, cane sugar?
the new
Packet sugar?
the new Mo DeWitt jingle that hasn't been aired yet is stuck in my
it's
head.
top
you
secret
guys,
right
you
now.
guys get ready.
Gonna be lots of complaints.
Ready.
People are gonna be like, I hate you. I can't get this out of my head. It's stuck in my head right now. It's the ultimate jingle. And that and the stupid thing, Sealand won't stop playing the Miso Ethereal song. Somebody, I don't know why somebody did that. What is it? I ruined
I
it.
ruined it on Instagram.
Yeah, that's a pretty clever account.
Shout out to Peisenberg for posting that because he's the reason that I even saw it, and then now terrorizing people.
Thanks so much, Peisenberg. Really, really appreciate that. Here's cool, fun hippie chick with the dispatch. Hello.
Hey everyone, happy weekend.
Hey.
So I had a neighbor, and this dude, not only did he have a public intox, just, walking around, of course had one in a car, DUI in a car, on a bicycle, on a lawnmower, and the most
green eggs
best
and ham.
one is on a boat. We lived up near Lake Erie, and 3:00 in the morning, he knocked on someone's door that lived by the lake and asked them for some gas, and they called the cops, and he got a DUI on a boat. So, yeah, I
Not
got
good
other
luck.
stories about him. But anyway, you guys have a great weekend. The show kicks ass. Rock on, dudes.
Kick
And do
ass,
that.
rock on.
Thank you, cool, fun hippie chick.
Hell yeah.
Mo, how do the DUIs work in, let's say, Florida in particular? First one, you lose your license?
It's been a little while. So I think there's a automatic. Well, first of all, it depends if you blow in the breathalyzer or not. If you don't blow, it's an automatic revocation. Typically, I think you You have a hearing within 10 days where you can try to get it back. But typically, if you don't blow, I think they pull your license, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And then I think it's a 6-month suspension for a first-time DUI. It's been a while.
That sounds about
I could
right.
be wrong on that. And then there's, the more you get, then the more minimum mandatory jail time there is, and revocations and things like that.
Yeah, I know somebody who got a couple of them, and I think
Sounds
by
like a great friend to have in your life.
Well, it's somebody who doesn't drink and drive anymore. I can assure you that. But he lost.
I know somebody who got a couple of them, and I let him drive my car once because I'm an idiot.
In this case, it was his third DUI. He got 2 in one night.
It's impressive.
It was his third DUI, and he lost his license for 10 years, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's like a 5-year suspension, then a 10-year suspension.
How did he get 2 in one night?
He was on I-95 in his truck, and he crashed the truck and then left the scene of the accident, and he was drunk there. And
We
then,
know the same guy?
And then I think he may have ended up back at home somehow and then left again. And so it was a second I forgot how it worked.
One of my favorite, most impressive DUI stories is the person, I don't know if it was a Florida story or not, the person who got a DUI was booked through really quickly, maybe small town or something, booked through really quickly and released on his own recognizance. And then he somehow got in a car and got another DUI in the same night. And in the time between those 2 DUIs, the clocks went back for the daylight saving switch.
Yeah.
So he got 2 DUIs in the same night at the same time.
It's impressive if it weren't so terrible. It's,
Exception.
It's like good and bad at the same time.
8 weirdest vehicles people were caught driving drunk. We have a wheelchair. This guy earned his 7th DUI after fighting with a man in front of a senior citizen community and boosting his motorized wheelchair. Tried to use the motorized wheelchair to get away from police. He was hammered with the motorized wheelchair.
Right. But what about if it was your motorized wheelchair? Because that's like your legs, basically.
Right.
It's still a motorized vehicle, though.
You still could get a DUI?
Yes.
Yeah, can't be whipping that thing around.
Riding lawnmower, we've heard of those
Yeah,
before.
we got
Horse. What about horse?
The horse is number 5 on the list. It's actually after a Zamboni.
That's a good way to get a DUI.
A bunch of Pee-wee hockey players and their parents watched for 20 minutes as Joel Keith Bruss slowly bounced his Zamboni off the walls of the rink before the coach called the cops. He was arrested for DWI.
Wait, the coach
Even
waited all that
within
time?
the rink, like that private property?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Because he was putting people in danger. A horse, you got the horse one. A horse and buggy that was in there. Oh, this was, I know somebody who knows somebody who this could have happened to. A motorized cooler.
Oh, the ones you like drive around? Yeah, I've seen those before. That's so dumb.
I think I know somebody who did the walk of shame on one of those. An inflatable raft. Don't know how this. In what could
seems like a
That's
stretch.
not
That
fair.
one does.
In
yeah.
what could only be described as the thinnest interpretation of the phrase operating a watercraft, an Alaska man was arrested for drunkenly slouching in an inflatable raft as it floated down a river. Troopers dragged him ashore and gave him a breathalyzer that registered more than 4 times the legal limit.
Nice.
Suggested he'd probably forgotten what rivers were and likely believed this was an overture to alien abduction. Number 1 was a Christmas float.
All those are stupid. I get some of them, but some of them I'm like, come on, that shouldn't be attached.
Well, and also,
to
do
this
they
whole
result
thing.
in conviction? Sometimes you're probably just arresting the guy because he's being a drunken idiot.
It's expensive though, right?
Oh, it's super expensive. Yeah,
you get
super expensive, and it's a pain, and you lose your license, and it's very.
It's a really big pain in the ass in your life, and that's why it's smart to just pay for the Uber. Just get the lift.
Yeah, nowadays, I mean, I used to always say it was terrible because there was no public transportation in this town. It was hard to get taxis, but now with Uber, it is fairly easy to get around. It can be expensive.
It's a game changer
But,
in that world.
Not as expensive as a Dewey.
Exactly.
Yeah, that piles up. Here is Snob Wasson chiming in about DUIs.
What up, junkies? Happy Friday.
You too.
Yeah, DUIs. I don't know. I think 5, you're supposed to lose your license for life. I know somebody who's had 7. 7 DUIs.
They probably shouldn't
OJ
drive
proved
anymore.
you can get away with anything with money. So I know for a fact my buddy who's had 7 DUIs still has a license today and can still drive a car after 7 DUIs. Because I was with him for 5 and 6.
Oh.
Which is crazy. Anyways, guys.
Guy's still driving around in the car with him.
I wonder if he had to use that interlock device to start the car now.
Yeah, those.
Because that's required at certain stages. And
So if you get
do.
like more than one,
and I think it depends on your breath alcohol. If you blew, if you have a certain level of alcohol and you plead out, they require the interlock device for a certain period of time. I was in North Carolina one time, and I had a 2-wheel drive vehicle. We're coming down this mountain, and we kind of got stuck in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy in the big pickup truck came out. He's like, "Hey, I can help you get out of here." Yada yada. And his car turned off as he was talking to us. He goes, "Oh, don't worry, that's just my interlock device. I have to blow into it every so often."
Okay.
He just nonchalantly drops
Yeah, it's not a problem.
All right, quick break. When we come back, some news about that Nashville manifesto and a hero 7th grader. What did he do? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Help us help you fight the bot wars on your feed.
Surrender peacefully. Resistance is futile.
Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
If I-4 is a part of your travels this afternoon, you can expect delays heading eastbound between US 27 and after Osceola Polkline Road. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. Expect slowdowns on I-4 westbound between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new Rechargers are handcrafted energy drinks to help you power through your day. Made the way you want, iced or frozen, with natural sources of caffeine. Get energy for every day. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
I'm back. And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
Oh, I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of someone experiencing Marco's new bold Magnifico pizzas. Enjoy 2 kinds of pepperoni on the Pepperoni Magnifico. Revel in Old World sausage on the new Sausage Magnifico. And rejoice in harmonious layers of savory pepperoni and sausage on the new Ultimate Magnifico. Try new Magnifico pizzas starting at $9.99 at Marcos.com. Marcos. Pizza lovers, get it. Price and participation may vary. See store for details.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com. In Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. FollowFreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Jim here for my friends at Solar Bear. In Orlando in 2022, there were 3 different utility rate increases and another 4% increase scheduled for April. Stop going along with these rate increases. Now's the time to go solar with Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. They can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. Solar Bear, also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. Visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate. And check it out right now. 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
Spring into savings with our inventory at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get behind the wheel of your new Nissan, like the Altima, Rogue, or Titan. Buy today and make no payments for 6 months. Plus, trade in your old car for $5,000 over book value. Click OrlandoNissan.com. With approved credit, interest accrues from time of delivery.
Ocean Bank is coming to Orlando. So we decided to bring you a break from the commercial break. Take this time to dream about how you would grow your business with Ocean Bank. Visit us at oceanbank.com. Ocean Bank. Member FDIC.
Take life by the chip and dip it with 2 for $20 weekends at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 full-sized entrees, a large dip and chips, and 2 drinks for just $20. Friday through Sunday. Smack my and call me Sally for a limited time only at Tijuana Flats.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
I don't think I would ever have done this, but somebody did. Dylan Reeves, kid's 13 years old. He's a 7th grader, and he saved all his classmates. He jumped up.
You don't think you would have saved all your classmates?
Not the way he did. No, I just don't think I could have pulled it off if I was on the bus.
If you were in school.
They were on the school bus, right? And as they're cruising around on the school bus, they noticed that something is wrong with the bus driver. And the bus is still going down the road, but the bus driver passed out.
Whoa.
So the 13-year-old, he goes hauling ass, and he goes to the front of the bus, and he, grabbed the steering wheel and started steering the bus and, hit the brakes himself and, brought it to a halt.
It's a hero.
And I looked at it, I was like, I never would. I would have sat in the back of the bus and been like, here we go. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to be rich.
I don't know what's going to happen to this bus, but I'm on it for now. He's a hero, though. Dylan Reeves saved the lives of his classmates and the bus driver on Wednesday of this week. There were 67 students on the bus on their way home from Carter Middle School, and he swiftly rushed up and took the wheel and saved everybody on this damn bus. It was pretty wild, but I don't think I could bring myself to do that. Moses, are you the hero of town? Hey, what was that?
Did they figure out why they passed out?
No, they just said he passed out. There was something medically wrong with him, and he passed out.
He'll be back to driving on Monday.
And hopefully he's doing okay. But, he was saved by this kid because obviously it couldn't have been worse.
Oh, yeah.
You got hero in you, Mo?
I don't know.
Yeah. In this situation, do you step up and you're like, I got this guy?
I feel like 13. I could hop in and drive the bus.
I think I might have been able to steer it and maybe hit the brakes, but
I would have.
I just wouldn't have run up there.
But you know who they're not thanking? This kid's parents, who let him sit in his lap and drive the car around the neighborhood.
Right.
You know,
and now they're trying to make that stuff illegal.
Right.
Yeah. This is what
those kids aren't going to save any buses.
Yeah. This is stupid for them to do.
Or
this.
places, Moses.
All right. Let's get into a couple of things here before we hear your dispatches. One thing worth mentioning was there was a bad accident in Alaska, and it's like the second or third maybe chopper accident that the Army has had in Alaska in recent days, or recent time, I should say. 2 U.S. Army helicopters collided and crashed Thursday in Alaska while returning from a training flight, killing 3 soldiers and injuring a 4th. 2 of the soldiers died at the scene of the crash, and a 3rd died on the way to a hospital.
Fatality.
A 4th soldier was being treated at a hospital for injuries, according to the Army, and it was just a giant accident. You don't know how this kind of stuff goes down, but they've had other problems in Alaska with the choppers there, too. Let's hear what you got going on. You got some dispatches for us, so let's get those on the show. If you want to send a last-minute dispatch, go for it. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record now. Famunda has a dispatch for Sabrina.
Good afternoon, Sabrina, C-Lane, Sean, and Mo. Sabrina, got a surefire way to make your hiccups go away. It's quite simple. What you do is you take the tip of your tongue and you feel the roof of your mouth. You feel where it goes from hard to the soft part towards the throat.
All right.
Just take and pretend like you're tickling the roof of your mouth, the soft part.
It's a weird feeling.
Keep doing that, and those hiccups will mysteriously and magically
I think some of
go
these
away. And it was
are-
nice talking to you at the Pinewood Derby.
Oh, you too, my friend. You too.
I think some of these are placebos.
Who was that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's insane. The moment Sabrina said she had the hiccups, we've got like 10 dispatches of people with their remedies. Here's what you do. No.
Yeah.
Trust me, mine's tried and true.
And it's all about like the mental psyche of how you are concentrating on doing something else, and that's what gets rid of the hiccups.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, like, Sean, I learned from you one of the greatest remedies, and it was think about the hiccups, think nothing of the hiccups, and then we do the
control your breathing.
But I will tell you what, while you guys were all talking with each other last segment, I muted my microphone at Super Mega Desk, and then I burped as like so loud.
Oh, and it stopped it?
And I'm done.
Well, there's so many
They
different
gone,
people
baby.
who had these remedies for you, but
And thank you for him. Save him.
This says from Sammy Scam, much better song for C-Lane and Kid.
Oh,
okay. Round 2. Here we go.
To my child, now it's time for me to rewind and leave some information for you behind. But this is not a contract you have to sign. Just listen with your heart and see with your mind. Your own path in life that you'll have to find. Basically, it's for you to design. But please don't be a follower. Be one of a kind. Just know that you should take a step slow and stride. Don't run and hide. Up and face your problems eye to eye. But make sure they're legitimate and just.
This goes on for another 40 seconds.
Keep going. I dare you all 40 seconds, please.
It's tough. There's no beat.
Don't attempt no crazy things like suicide. And if it's too
Oh my
stressed out,
God!
just step aside. And that's one of the strong points I gotta imply. Now, if you love a person, make sure you love them for real.
Okay,
Don't
sir.
just say it 'cause
Another 30 seconds. This is a lot. It's like twist and
It's
screws.
like spoken word, but even if it was in like a cool lounge.
It sounds like the type of rap that would be at a middle school drugs thing. Like, crack is whack, and like just some kind of
Keep going.
some kind of thing that they would put on.
All right, but the least we can do is give them the last 30
You want to
seconds.
play the rest of this?
I want to hear the end.
the way that they feel. Some will hurt you, flirt you, then desert you. Don't ever let a person come and convert you. Just stay on your own path and cruise past the garbage and aftermath. You don't want to end up like that, so do the math.
It's like
There's a couple
Eminem.
more things I'd like to say.
Okay.
A few words of wisdom to pass your way. Because I'm not always going to be here to stay. So lesson 1, have fun at whatever you do. Lesson 2, stay true to your family and crew. And lesson 3, believe in you can achieve anything.
Oh, he did his own echo. anything.
I mean, when we started the rap, we started the show with the song, right?
Yeah.
So he just spent the last 3 hours
Writing-
writing that entire thing.
There was a lot there, sir.
And
there
it
was a lot.
Whoa! That is mean.
Mo is the rap connoisseur in the room. Mo,
That was
what
fine.
1 out of 10. What do you give that?
Send me the lyrics. We'll get a flow to it.
I can't rate.
You just don't want to weigh in on this.
Yeah, because what if that guy gets injured
Feelings
on
will
the
be
go?
hurt. Yeah, feelings will be hurt if that's the case. Let's do one more.
Anyway.
Here is we got Big Bird with a dispatch. I think. Did we do it?
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Guys, it's Friday.
What's happening?
I know you got
here?
better than this. I know you got more
No,
than
they
this.
don't.
I know that you could do
Still have
better.
to give away the damn prize.
Yeah, if you want to win Dispatch of the Day, just come in with a bunt right now. And right to
People
the
out there
front
are
row.
mourning the death of a juvenile bear, Sean.
I know that's
they're
hard.
going through tough times.
I know that's
Let 'em
difficult
be.
to deal with. And I know that the bear massacre is a tough thing weighing everybody down right now. But I think they could do better.
You're one of those.
This is one more right here. Here's, God, they all have hiccup cures here. Here's Crip Pup.
One more time.
Right there. You got one
They have
word
my
for
vote.
it.
What's Crip Pup?
Yeah, that's crit pup. I'll do the thumbs up on that one so we can remember them for dispatching.
Tums.
Imagine if he wins it for just one word, Tums, and he barely recorded it on his dispatch. That's one way to do it, sir.
We set no bar here on the News Junkie.
Well, we'll see what happens as we come back and wrap things up for the week. All you need to do is hang out right there because the final dispatch is stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. It's like Christmas, but without the presents.
Hey, we have trivia.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm 2 meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 80s. We are monitoring a lot of clouds across the viewing area. The chance for an isolated thunderstorm or two tonight, but Saturday is a Fox 35 storm alert day as we are monitoring a chance for some strong to severe storms. You can expect heavy rain at times, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, hail, and even an isolated tornado or two.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Hurry, it's your last chance to shop SpringFest savings at Lowe's. Get additional $300 off select major kitchen appliances when you spend $1,996 or more. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 5/3 while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
Spring into a new Mazda at Daytona Mazda with over 200 new Mazdas to choose from. Check out the new 2023 Mazda CX-5 or CX-9 today. And with rates as low as 0%, there's never been a better time to get into a new Mazda with our complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty. Daytona Mazda is prepared to make the car buying process as streamlined as possible. Out of respect for your valuable time, stop on by Daytona Mazda at the Daytona Auto Mall today at I-95 and LPGA or shop online at DaytonaMazda.com.
Hard Rock Live presents Classic Albums Live. The Eagles, Hotel California, Saturday, April 29th. Classically trained musicians performing the iconic Hotel California album. Get tickets and info at hardrocklivEorlando.com or by calling the Hard Rock Live box office 407-351-LIVE.
This Friday through Sunday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all shorts for the whole family. That's 50% off all shorts. But hurry, it's this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 4/28/30, excludes in-store clearance, active licensed pajama and loungewear.
Power through every season with True Fuel, the ready-to-use engineered fuel for outdoor power equipment that lasts for years and provides true convenience, true performance, and true protection. True Fuel is ethanol-free and precision-engineered to improve performance and extend the life of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and small generators. With True Fuel in the tank, you're always ready for yard work and everything Mother Nature decides to throw at you. True Fuel. Empower your equipment.
It's fast, easy, and it's free when you sign up for the Lucky North Club Players Card at Orange City Racing and Card Club. Your first bet's on us with your free $5 sign-up wager for select table or poker games. Start immediately earning hourly points toward more cash, food, and beverages. It's the only Central Florida Players Card that earns you rewards for play at Orange City Racing and Card Club, just off I-4 exit 111B on Saxon Boulevard.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to GetRefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to GetRefunds.com, GetRefunds.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 407-337-4020 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 407-337-4020 or go to repipe.com. That's 407-337-4020. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
If you love Florida and you love fun, then might I suggest you pick up a rod and reel and go fishing? Because here in the Sunshine State, fishing, fun, and Florida just go together. And you know what else goes with fishing, fun, and Florida? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L. That's right, a license. Getting your fishing license opens up a whole lot of fun and new memories, and it's never been easier to get one. Just visit fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com to order yours. And before you know it, you'll be more relaxed than you can even imagine. Casting your line in your local fishing hole, propping your feet up in that rental rowboat, and of course, catching the big one. So go to fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com. Then plan your escape, because fishing is a great way to connect with family, friends, and of course, nature. Your fishing license is just a few clicks away. Order yours today at fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com and enjoy all the fishing, fun, and Florida you deserve.
If April is showering your company with open job positions, check out Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job today and get hiring by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
That didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. Mo, thanks for hanging out with us.
I'm glad to do it.
We love you. We appreciate you. Everybody, remember, if you're in an accident, you just go over to the website, justcallmo.com, or pick up your phone, 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE. That's the best move to make after you find yourself in that situation, 866-CALL-MO. All right, let's wrap it up here today. We got to crown our winner, right, for Dispatch of the Week.
Yeah.
And we got some people who are, or at least one person that's in line. Let's let a couple more people try here. We got enough time to do that. So here is Sith Lord Seth with a dispatch. It says, what in the sea lane was that?
What's up, junkies? What's up, Mo? Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That last rap for C-Lane and his baby had nothing to do with C-Lane or the baby.
It was...
I think it was advice.
Yeah, it was like a list. Yeah. It was an advice, and it included advice about suicide.
Guys are about not suicide.
Yeah, it was a little bit intense.
Listen, I will, for the sake of good intentions that person had, give him my vote.
All right. Okay.
For Wizards and Lizards.
That's one. Let's see what else we got. Unexplained Bacon is chiming in.
Hello, news junkies.
Hey there.
You can get arrested for DUI being in your own driveway if you have the keys.
I know.
I should know.
That's true.
You can also get out of a DUI by driving around with a can of gasoline in the backseat of your car.
I don't know if that's true or not, so we'll just leave that out there. You're not going to make the list.
Is that dumped?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Let's go over to Twink Lettitz has a critique of that C-Lane song.
So I guess now there's two songs for C-Lane to play in the delivery room while his wife is giving birth.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Twink Lettitz out.
I don't think either one of them are going to make it into the delivery room. The other one was good though. It was fun. It just I don't know. Maybe that should be on the list, right? That
was there not one on Monday that we had too that was in the mix?
I forgot.
I could have sworn there was.
We have the Daddy Lane song from earlier though, from Guitar Slinger, I think.
We played it twice.
Yeah, I think that is worth putting on the list and keeping on there. Let's do one last dispatch here. Here is Disco Ain't Dead.
Hi, news junkies.
Hey.
And Mo.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, talking about DUI incidents, my wife used to work in insurance, and in North Carolina during one of the big PGA tournaments, this well-to-do couple was sitting at home there one night and had a few glasses of wine too many, and the wife decided she was going to go out and get another bottle of wine. She left. And, of course, they had a huge police presence in the community because of the tournament. She ended up getting stopped and taken to jail for a DUI.
Oof.
She calls her husband, and he didn't wait long enough to let the alcohol get out of his system on his way to the jail to get her out. He got popped also. So there you go.
Double
a twofer.
DUI.
Hey, wiggle, wiggle.
Thank you, Disco Ain't Dead. Appreciate you. Let's just do one more. This is the last one we're going to work in today. Godspeed to I'm a PC. It says 4 C Lane. I don't know what we have in this present, but here it is. Is that it? That's it, sir. It's a perfect way to wrap up a week. Thank you, I'm a PC. Appreciate you.
All right.
Okay. Who do we have on our list? I forgot.
We have that guy. I'm a PC.
Yep.
We have Guitar Slinger. And we have Crit Pup.
I think Guitar Slinger wins it. The song was played twice, like Sabrina said. It was a good one.
But Tums, you were such a close second.
Yeah, even though you only said one word very quietly.
Try it again next week, I promise.
Just a different brand this time.
Tums.
Congratulations to Guitar Slinger for Dispatch of the Week. Thanks to our friends over at Wizards and Lizards. Celine, do you have any copy on that?
I do. I printed
Have
that
you
out
not
for
memorized
Oh,
it?
did you? All right. Yeah, no, it's definitely my fault. Wizards and Lizards is a fantastic place. You guys got to check this place out. It is a family-owned and operated spot. If you have friends who are into nerdy gifts or theme park stuff, you got to bring them there because they have really great custom gifts that you can get for anybody in your life. And
What did you write? What did you do?
No, he's putting stuff that I can't say on the radio. Messages on there. Can you move those notes a little over to the left, please? A little over to the left.
Oh, my God.
My chat is in the way.
Tums.
Go in there and learn how to do tie-dye. It's one of the fun classes they do. This is perfect for families and stuff. Wizards and Lizards Studio. You got to go check them out. Wizards and Lizards Studio. A couple of you have been there and took photos. If you say the News Junkie sent you, you get 10% off your purchase. So why not do that? All kinds of unique art and woodcraft, laser engraved signs. It's a place that you need to visit. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, go do it. WizardsandLizardStudio.com, or you can call them at 407-542-3337. There you go. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Nashville police say they are going to release the manifesto in that Christians shooting massacre. This was the one with the transgender 28-year-old who was a former student at the school. Then at one point they said the manifesto is so dangerous they don't want to release it.
Really?
And here's what I think is going to happen. They haven't released this yet. They're going to release it soon. I think that somewhere in this manifesto, and they may black this out, I think it might be like instructions, like here's how I planned all this. Here's what you like. So there's something in there that could be harmful if it spawns another shooting like this. And that's obviously no good.
Shooting up a school for dummies.
Yeah, yes, right, exactly. The last thing we want out there. U.S. adult cigarette smoking rate has hit a new all-time low. E-cigarette use is 1 in 17 adults, and smoking is 1 in 9 adults now. That is the lowest it's ever been in history. They say more and more
1
people.
in 17 for e-cigarettes?
Yep, yeah.
What did it used to be?
Nothing for that. I mean, before they had those out there, this has gone from nothing to 1 in 17 in how long has vaping been around? 5 years, 10 years?
When it got cool?
I'd say like 5-10 years.
Yeah, it has to be in that range at least. Because when we were, remember early on in the show, there was all these vape companies that were popping up.
There's vape advertisers galore.
Yeah, they were everywhere. And at the border, they have seized 6 gallons of liquid ecstasy in Philadelphia. They said Custom and Border Patrol officers got 6 gallons of coma in a bottle, is what it was called. It was found in air
They've never
cargo
done ecstasy.
coming from France. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
Smoking.
So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, April 28th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Moses, you have to win. You got to guess it before
It's
that.
not going to happen.
You
I
got to
believe
win.
in you.
You can do this. Today I learned this guy.
Jerry has more
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer is right. He's on the board. Jerry. Today I learned Jerry Springer's show actually started out as a serious, issues-oriented political talk show. It was reformatted as a tabloid talk show in 1994 to boost its poor ratings, which worked really, really well. How many episodes of the show do you think they made?
522.
522.
236.
What do you think, Mo?
1,203.
5,000 episodes.
Wow!
That thing was on
5,000.
forever.
Yeah, it was on for 26 years. 5,000 episodes. Speaking of him, today I learned Jerry Springer was born in a London bomb shelter during World War II.
Okay.
That's the birthplace of the famous television presenter. His parents were in the area, Richard and Margot Springer. They arrived in Britain from Germany in 1939, just before the outbreak of World War II.
He's not a U.S. citizen.
He was born in England, so I guess, I don't know, his parents were from all over the place. I think at some point he probably became an official U.S. citizen. And again, thank you, Moses.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you. Appreciate you. We're going to now get out of the way, make way for the next show. Today I learned this band right here.
311.
311 is correct. Today I learned the band 311 got its name from the police code for indecent exposure in Omaha, Nebraska, after the original guitarist for the band was arrested for streaking. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
Just Moses chose 311. This is a good song. Let's go out on this one.
It's not 3 times the 11th letter of the alphabet?
Oh, that's not a good letter to be. Three in a row. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. In West Palm Beach, it's the Greek Zone. In Orlando, it's the Jim Colbert Show. It's on the way, and it's all right here on Real Radio.